Because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
He took at least 9 that we know about. And I'm not speculating because he told this to me himself.
God has a funny way of showing you lessons.
Today it's time to stop singing and start swinging.
I just need you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you. I need you to remember that you're royal and we're proud.
Great song, Lincoln. You missing out. You can't hear this song, man. What's up, Rod? What's up, Nathan? What's up, Keno? Big homie Coop. What it do? As you guys pile on in, I gotta get a new chord because this is getting worse and worse, Lincoln. You know what I mean? Without further ado, Lincoln, fresh off his trip from Disneyland for 3 or 4 days, Lincoln Curtis Gerald Hawthorne. Lincoln, Curtis, Gerald, Hawthorne. Hey, the boy good. The boy good. The boy good. Close the door behind you. Love you, dog. Hey, we appreciate you, Dre. Want to say what's up to the people? Dre over there looking like a proud mama. Lincoln, you're amazing. All right, thank you, mama, man. Close the door. All right, man. Love y'all. All right, man. Here we go, man. Welcome to the show, y'all, man. I totally appreciate y'all coming through, man. And good card last night. Yeah, would you say it was a good card? Like durability, and appreciate you, Cali World. Welcome to the show, Cali World. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. You didn't get the full. Welcome to the show. Appreciate y'all. All the internet acting up. Okay, we're gonna make it through the night though. It don't matter. Yeah, man, good card. Gary Russell looked really good. Yes, the fight was stopped prematurely. I mean, we can say the inevitable would have happened, but we all know what it's like when the fighter's on his last leg. Marquez, he knocked out Manny Pacquiao. There are so many examples down history that I can't think of. He was a wounded deer, and we want to see how Bartholomew responds. But Gary Russell did what he's supposed to do. Gary Russell is tailor-made for TV, y'all. Let me tell you, he is tailor-made for TV. The aggression that Sean Porter has with the skill, way more skill, man. And I know Sean was an alternate for the Olympics, but it's just a different pedigree when you're the third or fourth brother coming down the pipeline. You know what I mean? And man, it's a joy to see, man. Valedictorian of his high school class. Speaks extremely well, what I mean, even though those gray pants didn't fit, there's a little bit saggy too low, outside of that, man, just a splendid weekend by that young man, and looked sensational. I am looking forward to seeing, hopefully Al brings him back real before the end of the year, man. And let me tell you this, these two wins he puts together, Victor Postol and Rances Bartholomew, is better than anybody at 135 that is a champion. Or in that, you remember that Four Kings conversation? I think Gary Russell 2-fight collection is better than those. And I like the new kings. You got Rayo, you got you got Frank Martin, and you got Gary Russell. I like those three now. I mean, since the other four want to play games, want to play promotional games, and I'll fight you, and then I don't want to fight you, then the belts don't mean anything, and then so there's so many things that go into that. But I like those three, but they played Ring Around the Rosie, Toppers for the Toe. What they say? Ashes, we all fall down. You know what I mean? Tiafimo played a little games. The jury's still up on Gary Russell and Devin Haney. Who else we got left? Tank is Floyd's pet. But Tank gonna wake up. I don't know when, but he gonna wake up one day. And then you got Ryan Garcia, who's Oscar De La Hoya's pet. So it's just a whole game of charades, man. And but these fresh batch that we got coming through it's gonna be the same thing. But until they get to that point, we'll appreciate them. And Ali Kornowski, I picked Ali would beat him. I thought Adam Kornowski was just, I mean, he's Chris Arreola. He's the Polish version of Chris Arreola, but I think Chris Arreola was way more craftier, obviously. But pretty much he's going to fight somebody coming up. He's a perfect opponent for Jared Anderson. Is that his name? Jared Anderson, Gerard Anderson, somewhere in there. Perfect opponent for him. And then actually, it'd be a good fight. Ajaba versus Kawanowski. That would be a good comeback fight for both of them. And then the main event, I picked it wrong. But come to find out, Danny Garcia is still a skilled fighter. I'm not really sold on him being at 154. It was a good opponent switch. It was a lot of things that I ignored, like his leg and it's just lack of skill. I knew the lack of skill wasn't there because I watched the last fight that he probably lost. But I just thought Danny Garcia the power is not there. The comfortability in the ring was there for Danny. Danny looked exceptionally comfortable. The extra weight definitely helped him a great deal, and so yeah, and then he goes at the press conference and says, "I want to fight Keith Thurman." I'm like, if you want to fight Keith Thurman, you should have stayed at 147, right? You should have stayed at 140. Man, come on, man. We got to make this make sense. So he don't want to fight Jamel Charlo. He don't want to fight Tony Harrison. He don't want to fight Erickson Lubin. He don't want to fight J-Rock. He don't want to fight Jarrett Hurd if he's still down there. You don't want to fight Fundora. You want to fight Keith Thurman. So why don't you and Keith Thurman just catch weight at 150? You're not a real 154 guy, but I mean, it is what it is. I think Al Heyman will lay out the Danny Garcia. Well, Danny's favorite color is pink, right? So he'll lay out the pink carpet for Danny Garcia, and Danny Garcia will not have to do no tough lifting, until the opportunity presents itself where Danny Garcia is willing to take the risk. So I think Danny Garcia is going to be like an attraction. And if they could squeeze him into a pay-per-view somehow, some way, they'll do that, So that's kind of where we're at with that. And but it's just the attendance was rather low yesterday. I saw they only had the lower bowl. They only had the lower bowl, and it was some spots missing because when they panned off the different camera angles, you can totally see that it was some people missing. So they got some work to do as it pertains to rebuilding Danny Garcia's brand, because it was a clear day. I know it was UFC in the same city, but it people coming from Philly, Puerto Ricans coming. I thought it should have been a better turnout, and I don't know how many people got free tickets or not. I didn't inquire, or have no desire to inquire, but Danny Garcia is usually 12,000 people at Barclay, but it wasn't. So he's gonna have to find a dance partner for a pay-per-view event that quite maybe or maybe not will or will not sell. So, but and then Errol Spence, you guys saw it. Errol Spence said, "I'm going to get a cord. I gotta go get a cord this week." Errol Spence came out and said that you're using his name. Honestly, just accept the defeat. Errol Spence was on that night. His jab was looking good, and he used that mental health compartment. He may have had mental health issues, but you could have had my mental health, Danny Garcia, and it was nothing you could have done. You could have had the Dalai Lama's mental health against Errol Spence. There was nothing you would have been able to do on that December Saturday night, because Errol Spence jab was in your face, and you basically gave up. There was a space in that fight where you basically kind of gave up, but you withstood it and lasted 12 rounds. And Danny lived off to a better day. But here's what I want to say with that. I saw some stuff on the internet yesterday when Danny Garcia came out and said, I had some mental health issues, and he started crying. And then I saw And then I saw women. I saw men. Oh, Danny, a real one, man, for crying. Oh, man, he a real man. It takes a real man to do that. And then I'm thinking, like, Danny takes care of his family. We've only seen Danny with his wife. What are we talking about here? I thought Danny was I thought Danny was a real man before. Isn't he a real man before that? He takes care of his family. His dad is his trainer. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think we got to stop feminizing ourselves, man. You know, Danny Garcia was a man before that fight, was a man before that press conference, and is a man today. You don't see Danny Garcia in no bullshit. He ain't never been arrested that I could think of. He's always been a nice guy, more of a gentleman type man. I've never seen him do anything delirious publicly. He loves his daughter. Let me tell you, Danny loves his daughter like any man. Like the same way you love your daughter is the same way Danny Garcia love his, and has an unbreakable bond with his dad. You got to be around him to understand it, you know. But I don't like how we define men by being real men because they cry. He was validated. He has his father in his corner, his mother, his wife, and his kids and his sisters all on that first row. And you can't follow Danny Garcia without seeing him with his family. You can't follow Danny Garcia and not notice all the success that boxing has afforded him because of his hard work. You can't not follow Danny Garcia and not notice that he is financially living a beautiful life. You can't see that his family loves him. He doesn't exude like weakness and crying is feminine. See, I can't talk to you. I'm not even going to respond to that because you don't even understand. Like I said in my video, some of you guys not even going to understand the perspective in which I'm coming from because you're not there yet, you know, and it's okay. But the point I want to make is that doesn't validate your masculinity, okay? Because you can get on national TV and cry. The fact that you can take care of a household as a man, raise what you create, and be a positive person in your community, as it looks like Danny Garcia is doing gracefully. That's what masculinity is, man. It's not validated by tears. America wants to validate your masculinity by what they deem is having feminine qualities. You know, being compassionate is an attribute of being masculine, but that's not what should validate it. That's definitely not what should validate it. Anyways, I'm gonna open up these phone lines and we're gonna get to Jake Paul and all that with the phone lines, and we'll work it out from there, man. I appreciate you guys coming through, but feel free to let me know how you thought about last night, and we're gonna get on Jake Paul and all that stuff too. So yeah, feel free to beam in, call in, and let's rock and roll. But overall, it was a good it was a good night of boxing. I was real impressed with Gary Russell, man. I like Gary. I like his aggression, man. His aggression. Even when you're rooting for him, you're like, oh man, no, don't do it. You know, so but it was cool. It was cool to see. What's up, Rayshawn? What's up?
It's crazy how you was just saying that though, because that's just right on point. What you was just saying about Danny and the masculinity thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I really didn't like how they did that to him. It's like they tried to, get more attention off of it. I feel like they really tried to sell that, if you know what I mean. Like, it became a full-on therapy session in the ring right after that. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it was kind of like, what's going on now? Like, you know, but I watch boxing with my kids. You know, they're 9. You know, they're young. I'm like, what the hell is going on? That's like in their little brains. You know, like that's what they're thinking. Like, Dad, what is this about? And it's like, you know, then you got to explain all that. You know what I mean? It's like they're not understanding that. But what I didn't get was why he like, and I forget the guy's name who's asking him these questions. He like really dug into it though and wanted to highlight it more. Oh, well, tell me more about this and how do you deal with this? You know, like what is this?
That was corny.
Like, what is this? And then he goes over there and asks Jose Benavidez a similar question. So, do you suffer from it too? Like this is just a therapy session, and it's like, come on, man.
That was corny.
I didn't like how they did that to him because, like, you know, like you knew that by digging in deeper, you were gonna make him cry more. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, exactly. It was corny. It was mad corny, and it left a sour taste in my mouth because now they're using him for a political hot button or a narrative that's now he's gonna be the poster child for mental health issues and now for the next year and a half, like I know Daniel Jacobs get tired of answering that cancer question.
Exactly.
Like, you know, and that's who we gonna be. Oh, you're such a great man for doing this. No, he was a great man before he walked in that ring last night. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, you can't you can't be better than great. You know, like, anyways, man.
I follow him on Instagram too, so I see all the little photos, all the little pictures with his daughter.
Yeah, he loves his family.
What's up, fellas? What's up?
What's up,
How's it going, man?
What's up? Go ahead, talk. Go ahead.
But yeah, man, he loves his family, man, and it's like I was just saying, I didn't like how they did that. They really took advantage of Danny in that moment, and like once he realizes it, he gonna realize that. But then it's like, what I'm curious about is what did y'all think about, you know, the call out of Eris Landy Laura? What is going on? Everybody seems to be trying to cherry pick at Eris Landy Laura now, like they're ready for him now.
Man, the fact that he won't fight a champion is weird to me.
But bro, he specifically said Eris Landy Laura at 155. You know, like, and I was reading recently that they said Keith was supposed to fight Eris Landy Laura. So it's like, what did you just try to steal Keith's opponent real quickly by calling him out? Like everybody was.
But now he's like the same smoke we gave for Canelo. Oh, you just create your own weight class? Like, what is this? Fight at 160 and do what you're supposed to do.
Hey, I just want to, shout out Danny Garcia, man. He's a future Hall of Famer, a great fighter, and right at this point, he's a businessman, as he should be. At this point, he already challenged himself and fought the best, and he didn't always came up on top. But at this point, if he wants to fight Lard Thurman, fine, as long as he doesn't go around capping saying, "Yeah, I want to fight Jamel Charlo." He keeps saying that, then fine, go ahead and do that because I don't see him beating the likes of Tony Harrison, Sebastian Fundora, Brian Castano. I don't think he beats none of those guys. And we're not even talking about the king, Jamel Charlo. So he's not beating those guys for it. And I think you know that as well. So, and you as well, Rashawn. So he could do that. If he wants to do that, fine. He's proven himself. He can do that.
Right. Exactly. No, I'm in complete agreement with you. I was gonna say, like he's like you said, that's exactly the point, bro. And it's like Laura is one of them dudes. It reminds me of how Cotto moved up and then picked that Sergio Martinez, and everybody was just cool with it. It's a similar scenario, you know. Laura's got a belt. He looks like a hot target right now. He looks like he's on the way out. And him and Keith, they're both very smart to really go after him because then it's another feather in their hat. They're all gonna be like, "Oh, I'm the middleweight champion," you know. And it's like, there it goes, you know. And it's funny how you can do that because you really just avoided the super welterweight champion.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, we gotta look at boxing for what it is. It's a business now. It's a business more than ever. It's been a business for quite a bit. It's not a sport no more. I think the better the fans understand, it's not a sport. It's a business. The better they will listen to what I say when I come on Fred's show and other shows. Just stream these fights, pay for the fighters' merchandise, and you'll be much more happier. You'll complain less. You'll be much more comfortable because you're going to get the best fights. May not be always at the frequency that you want, but it's going to happen. And this, at the end of the day, if you're a fan of boxing, you catch and watch boxing, you will watch some very interesting fights, even if it's ones with not a lot of name value. So, I just, I really believe that at the end of the day, boxing is a business nowadays. And, like I said, fans need to understand that.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. Like I understand the whole move. It kind of makes sense because they're all of them are at the end of their careers, for to be blunt. Like they were all really popping and popular when they were younger, and that would have been a fight that I really would have wanted to see in like 2013 or something like that, 14, 15, when they were really like in their primes. But like it's just the way it's supposed to play out. Like the older people are going to take the other older people out. It just makes sense. Like Like if Kell didn't retire Kell Brook, I would have I kept saying Danny should have fought Kell Brook at 154. I thought that would have been a good fight because Kell was struggling to do welterweight, and that would have been a good one too. But Kell, I think he retired. If I'm right.
Yeah, Kell is retired.
Yeah, man, you know what? That's the one thing I have that at the end of the day, these guys like Danny and Keith, they can do what they want, but I'm also with that, pass the torch. That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves with Al Heyman is that he never gave Floyd to Errol Spence. I wouldn't care how old Floyd. He could be 58. Whoever knocks out Floyd and take his undefeated record, you're a superstar. Immediately. I would tell, get your ass in that ring. If you want a 8-month cat, fine. I don't give a shit. Get in that fucking ring. Pass the torch. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, and at the same time I said what I said about Keith and Danny, maybe Al should look maybe by next year to start, forcing Thurman to fight Boots or whoever is going to be at 154 or 147, whatever. And, I don't know what young guy they got at 154 at PBC, but pass the torch to that guy with Danny because he's got the biggest name value at 154, in my opinion, even in Jamel Charlo. So that's boxing.
You think Danny Garcia got the best name value at 54?
Yes, he does. He got more name value.
But he didn't sell no tickets yesterday.
Yes, because he hasn't fight that much, Fred. That's why we always talk. This is why back in the day, fighters sold even more than fighters today. If you're not counting Floyd and certain other anomalies, because you have pay-per-view now, you have the social media, you had a lot of different things versus back then. But they still, if you look in the 30s and the 40s, they were selling out fucking stadiums, and some of those fights was trash. I'm gonna be honest. It was some boring ass fights back then. People don't want to acknowledge, but they were sold the fuck out. Now you got some entertaining fights in arenas, and it's not even sold out. Not even close to 50% capacity. So, and that's because they fought so damn much, and they were very accessible. So, and it's sad because these fighters are somewhat accessible too, because you can literally talk to them on social media. So, I don't know. What do y'all think about that? The fighters today should be more accessible, and honestly should sell more. But I think part of that problem, Fred, is they just don't fight enough. I think they fight a lot more. These guys would sell a lot more tickets. And plus, we're about to be in a recession, or we're in one. So yeah, a lot of people are hurting out here.
Yeah, it's a lot of people hurting. It's a lot of people hurting, and obviously be as accessible as you can. It only makes sense. In a positive way. It only can actually help your brand. But I don't know if Danny is the most recognizable name at 54. Is he? I think Jamel got that division on lock in terms of name recognition. I think them together may draw for a good fight, But Danny, yesterday showed you Danny ain't popping like that. Danny's not popping like he used to be. Nobody showed up in the summertime where there's no competition. It's not what it once was.
Well, he did have Tracy Morgan and some Philadelphia basketball players from the NBA showed up to his fight. And that's a lot better than what a lot of these fighters can get. So, yeah, you're right. He's not. If you look at what he was bringing in when he fought other people, even when he fought, what was his name? Robert Guerrero, somebody that's not a big name.
Yeah, that was out here.
He packed it. And that's not. And Guerrero wasn't a significantly big name. He's mostly known for fighting Floyd Mayweather. I know I get it. That helps, but still. And as well as well, we can't compare when he fought Sean Porter and other fights, like Keith Thurman or whatever, because those were big fights. But yeah, I just think that Danny should be fighting. What's this? June or July? So he should fight again in September if he could. Honestly, October.
Ain't no stuff like that happened in a long time.
What is Andy Ruiz? What the hell we talking about?
And that was a bluff that Andy even got that.
What you said? What, Andy Reese?
No,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
but hey, Nate, you definitely right. Like I get what you're saying, and that'd be probably even better for the fighter. I feel like if you fight more frequently, you would probably you would draw a bigger crowd. For example, everybody would get to see you, and it might be better for you. You stay in shape.
Yeah, these fighters won't take less money to fight to stay. Man, every time you fight, you're gonna have like a million eyes on you. You know, whether paid or unpaid, you're gonna have that. And I think these fighters say, "Hey, I'll fight for 2 million or 1.5 just to stay active, man." And that's what's being lost in all of this is that the fighters, if you only fight once a year, it's hard to stay relevant in the sports market.
But and that's why I feel like fighters need to get their lawyers involved and high level lawyers involved and take a look at these contracts and say, look, my guy needs to fight 3 times a year. No ifs, ands, or buts. And if you can't, if you can't give him that, and if you feel like he's getting paid too much, we can negotiate the purse. We can negotiate based on the opponent. We can say, hey, if I'm not fighting number 4 or 5, guess what? I'll take a bit of a pay cut. That's fine. But I need to stay active. I need to stay active. And if you can't give me that, then I have all feasible reasons to go and make money elsewhere.
Right.
So that's simple. And I think a lot of these fighters, I think a guy who came on here, Fred, last time or something, said a lot of these fighters just don't do their research on shit like that. They don't really talk to their lawyers and do research. They just look at the next fight and that's it. They don't look at future fights down the line. And shit like that. And that's the problem.
Right. Hey, what's y'all thoughts on Jake Paul and Hakeem Rahman?
I'm in agreement with Rahman. I actually shared his what he was saying on my Instagram.
Oh, sure.
I was for sure looking into it. I knew Hakeem Rahman weighed 226 in his last fight. Everybody should have known that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a hell of a task to expect somebody to lose dang near 20 pounds, 25 pounds on basically 1 month's notice. And that's what I feel like happened to Rahman. And I feel like Jake Paul was looking for a way out of it when he realized that he was really finna get ready to fight somebody that was a heavyweight. And it was finna be a real good fight. I think Jake Paul was really trying to drain that man down all the way to 200 pounds and get a shell of him and then act like he did something, you know? Because if he would have went all the way down to 200 pounds, you guys come on, man. He was 226. And then think about it. He got the fight basically on 1 month's notice, y'all. That's not fair to him. So basically what Hakeem said was that he would get down to 215, but he's not going any lower than 215. He also said that he would accept basically nothing. Like you can keep the damn purse and just give me the bare minimum $500 or $5,000 is what he said. As far as his general fee. Now, I'm not sure if he'll really accept that, but the point is he's willing to give you more money and stuff to make the fight happen still, but he wasn't going to go all the way down to 200 pounds.
Yeah, for me,
yes.
For me, I think the ticket sales are just admissible. I think they were just totally I just think that they didn't sell good tickets, in my opinion. That's what I believe. I mean, Rahman Jr. did a good job trying to sell the fight, but at the end of the day, people still don't know who he is. They just know that he's a guy who's the father of
the son.
The son of the heavyweight champ that knocked out Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis that was obviously not focused. But besides the point is, what else? He got stopped by Tommy Morrison, one of Tommy Morrison's son. People gonna be like, well, why didn't he fight Tommy Morrison's son then? So it's a lot of question marks that got on this whole entire thing, honestly. And I don't know how much more Showtime's gonna put up with Jake Paul. A lot of the social media fans, they're screaming his fucking fights. They're not paying for that shit. A lot of his numbers has been inflated as well.
Right.
So this idea that Jake Paul is selling out stadiums and arenas and they're paying this guy good money because of it is ridiculous. Something's got to give. And in my opinion, this shit is all a farce. I think ticket sales was not good, and I'm gonna be honest. I think Showtime is gonna force Jake Paul to go over to the UK. They'll still show the fight, but he'll be in the UK. He's going to have to fight Tommy Fury. Honestly, he's got no choice because fighting what's his name, the MMA fighter, retired legend,
Anderson Silva
is probably not going to do it in my opinion. He's not really too visible that much. I know he was on the exhibition, but how many people watch that shit? And, yeah, I just think it was just, ticket sales. That's why I think all this come out, because I agree. Like, when was the last time you heard somebody cancel a fight because of that?
Right.
The entire card. Can somebody in the chat, like look up, like, when was the last time you heard a card was canceled because one of the main event people, they could, the weight wasn't being made or met. They didn't think the weight was going to be met. And then they usually do have a replacement for the main event. So some was fishy about that, in my opinion.
All right, let me play it right now.
This internet cat Jake Paul got going on for y'all. Look, I'm a bridgerweight. I campaign at bridgerweight, or otherwise known as heavyweight outside of WBC. Now look, I signed a contract to make 200 pounds within the 3 or 3.5 weeks that I had to do it, but I couldn't do it. My body simply would not let me do it, would not let me get down to 200 pounds. But where in boxing do y'all see them canceling fights a whole week in advance? I didn't even get my last week to get down as low as I could. I told this man, it's penalties involved. Keep the purse. Keep the purse. I fight you for the $5,000 minimum. That's how much it means to me, and that's how much faith I have in knocking him out. I would have beat this man with one hand, just like I did in the gym. But let him tell it. He already beat my ass in the gym when I was 230. So if you beat me up while I was 230, what's the problem in fighting me while I'm 215? What's the problem fighting me at 210? It's clearly them not wanting to fight. It's not me pulling out the fight. It's them not wanting to fight. I never said that I didn't want this fight. And the only thing that I can conclude is that they scared. I mean, they tried to drain me down. I told them, look, I ain't gonna be able to get all the way down to cruiserweight. I mean, it was a astronomical feat in and of itself from the beginning. From the beginning, when they called me to spar him for Anderson Silva, I told them what my weight was. They knew what my weight was, and they knew I was gonna have to lose about 1 pound a day for 30 days in order to make 200 pounds. Now, with all that aside, still, if I wasn't able to make the weight, they knew that we had a replacement on the side the whole time. He's been doing everything I've been doing this whole camp. The Muslim boxer, Muslim Kason, who campaigns at cruiserweight, who wouldn't have to have drained himself, who could have saved the show. And Jake Paul could have fought a real boxer, but he don't want to fight a real fighter. He don't want to fight a real fight. He wanted to drain me down and fight a shell of me, which I'm not going to allow him to do. Now, they didn't move the goalposts and move the finish line closer and have me weigh in all these extra days early and then pull a plug on the fight like we don't want to fight. My team's 100% still wanted to fight, still ready, willing, and able to knock out Jake Paul on August 6th. So y'all blame your boy Jake Paul for this fight not happening. It ain't had nothing to do with me or my team. We let them know what the real was, and Jake Paul scared to make the fight. All he got to do is say, okay, I beat you up at 230. I beat you up at 215. I'm still coming down in weight, or I beat you up at 210. I'm still coming down in weight, but he don't want to do it because he don't want a real competitive fight. He wanted me to be a shell of myself when we got in there and got in that ring. But like I said before, I fight for all the Muslims in the world. Tuck bear, I will be back, and I will be world champion, inshallah, one day. Y'all gonna see me again. We're gonna be right at y'all, full-fledged and focused.
All right. Now that shit puts a lot of stuff in perspective. I'll say this. The contract said 200 pounds, right? Is that right, Rashawn and Nate?
Yeah.
And then he went back and said 205. Is that where we're at with it? Is that what it says?
How I look, I'm just gonna stand my ground on what I feel about this entire ordeal. It's just simple. They're not selling fucking tickets. They're just not. It's a business.
Yeah.
And Showtime is really like they're seeing the numbers. They're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I agree with that.
He's a replacement. And then they would have had to find. And if they would have had to find another replacement, oh God, it would be so many people asking for refunds. I mean, that's so many because I don't think it'd been that many, but people have been asking for refunds on the show that was going to lose because Tommy Fury was the original opponent, and a lot of people were excited about that fight, and obviously got postponed, and they had to find the replacement, which was this guy. And Jake Paul tried his best to build this guy up for some people to say, yeah, I can't wait to see this fight. Some people were interested because of the size, but after a while, realizing that, look, there were no ticket sales. This is the excuse they're coming up with. We've seen this so many times where fights get postponed, canceled for dubious reasons without actually telling the truth.
Wait. Send me where it says he weighed 216 on July 7th, because today is.
Oh, I know he talking about. It's a video on Fight Hype where Jake Paul dropped a video that Rahman Jr.'s team sent to Jake Paul and then his team, him doing a weight check.
On July 7th?
I'm not sure. I think it was.
I mean, if it's July 7th, man, today is the 31st.
Yeah.
And it's only one pound difference.
Yeah. Like they showed it. I saw the video. It's on Fight Hype. They just dropped, but an hour, 2 hours ago.
Oh, really? Oh, well, let's pull that up. Fight Hype is on top, man. Fight Hype got people everywhere. God damn.
Yeah, they
everywhere, dog. They everywhere. Because I want to see what date that is, because that gives us full context, man. And that way Fred ain't going off. And okay, here it is right here. Boom. Jake Paul leaks the scene Rahman weigh-in video.
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh, this shit is getting spicy. Okay, because it tells the truth, man. Like, yeah. Like, I'm rooting for Hussein Rahman, but if you sign a contract and you weigh 216 on July 7th, that's tough. But let's see what they got to say.
Your brand. Offer your clients a seamless booking experience. Sell your product.
Okay, ask him about this video he sent MVP and the commission on July 7th. What? Oh shit. Ask him about this video he sent. Okay. And Fight Hype be putting shit together real quick. Oh, it's on Jake Paul's Instagram. Okay. Okay, let's pause it. Rahman weighed 216 on July. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Let me know if you need the weight check he sent on July 10th as well. Dog. Man, come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, his father told on him too.
Come on, dog. I'm not. Come on, man. MVP was sent 2 weight checks as seen Rahman's management team, July 7th and July 10th. Both were 216. We requested these videos to ensure Mr. Rahman did not have to lose more than 10% of his body weight over a 4-week period.
Hey, Fred, when I saw him doing pads and the noodle workout, they was doing videos and shit, I didn't understand none of that shit. That's a big guy. Why the hell is he doing them workouts? He needs to be having a fat camp, basically.
Man,
I didn't understand.
Man, come on, man. man, listen, I'll man, I can't defend this, man. I can't, man. I can't.
That's why I say what I say.
I can't, man. I can't defend this, man. If this is, man, let's go to Jake Paul's Instagram, man. We doing our own investigative work live in real time in the shop. We gonna do this shit together. All right. I don't follow Jake Paul, I don't think so, but let's see what we can do. Jake Paul. Yeah. Am I on Jake Paul? Or results? Maybe if I take it off as share, maybe it'll work better. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's pretty man. The information is right in front of our face, man. Like, and that's weird. Now it works. That's funny. You can't do it while you're on. Yo, this shit got 18.9 million clicks. This motherfucker's a machine. Oh shit! Did y'all see this? Man, this motherfucker Jake Paul is. Oh, Twitter. Thank you, dog. Twitter. I want to see the video, but let's go to his Instagram and go through his stories, and let's share and let's do all this shit in real time, man. So we'll know the truth. So people in the shop will know the truth, and we ain't got to run with no fucking narrative. I don't know if I got music.
You are a bitch for pulling out the Jake Paul for your scene. You are a motherfucking bitch.
The most feared man in boxing. Yo, for the record, let's pause this and read it. Let me enlarge it for the people in the back. Wednesday, Rahman and his team sent to the New York State Athletic Commission a signed statement by his expert nutritionist that he was on track and would have no problem making 200 pounds. Friday, New York State Athletic Commission ruled Paul versus Rahman was only approved for 205. The current contract with Rahman was for 200 pounds. Jake agreed to fight at 205 pounds, and MVP sent an amendment contract to Rahman at 205. Rahman refused to sign the amendment at 205, which paid him his entire purse at 5 pounds more than what he had already signed up for. All this stuff gonna come out.
Flat out, I'm gonna give you the honest answer. I don't know if my son will like it, but I'm just gonna tell the truth because that's what I do. My son has really underperformed and underprepared for pretty much all of his fights. So,
Yo, excuse me, here these highway turnpikes. This looks like a dick. That's a dick. These.
Oh my gosh, dog. Nah, man. Fred can't get caught out here, man. I want to, man. But I can't, man. Nah, dog. Nah, come on, man. He weighed man. Let's go to his Twitter. And watch the video, man. I can't, man. Damn. I can't do this. I gotta tell the truth. Jake Paul Twitter. I want to see that video. Yeah, Jake Paul going. Damn. The crazy thing is that he ran a press conference. I respect it from his own Twitter. Oh, here it is right here. Rahman Wayne. Man, he weighed. I wish I can see the video. Can someone DM me the video? Age restricted content. Oh, I gotta log in to see it because I don't have Twitter. Oh shit.
Look, this shit is a tragedy. I mean, not tragedy.
Yeah, it's not a tragedy.
It's not a tragedy, but I mean, look, I'm not mad at what Jake Paul does. A lot of people are upset, calling him this and that. What he's doing is what he's supposed to be doing. Right. He's fighting a boxer now, right? I don't see people get mad at fighters fighting guys who never boxed a day in their life before. Fucking Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson did exhibitions. So if they do want to keep doing this shit, fine by me. I'm not gonna pay for this shit, so it doesn't affect me. I don't think he's destroying boxing by doing this shit. We always had our breads and our circuses type of show events in boxing. It's been going on for a long time. It's just that people don't do their research and look into the history of exhibitions and fighters just fighting people who never fought a day in their life in the ring for money. Because at the end of the day, it's called prize fighting. So,
Butterbean.
Yeah, they. Hey, and by the way, Bo Mac lost to that man too. Can't forget that. That was crazy.
He lost to Butterbean.
Yeah, Earl brought that. Somebody, I think Earl brought it up. Somebody did.
Oh, did they really fight?
Yeah, they fought.
Oh man,
real.
Is it on YouTube, bro?
I don't know. I know people have been trying to look for it, so I don't know. I haven't seen it uploaded yet.
Yeah, he should fight Kendall Gill. Kendall Gill, 50 years old, man. So here's where we're at. So let me hit the reset button so we're clear. I seen Rahman weigh 215 pounds yesterday or today, right? July 7th, he weighed 216.5 pounds.
Right.
Today is July 31st. The man had 24 days to lose. I mean, to be at a competitive weight. He should have walked in. He should have walked in fight week weighing 205.
Man, look, his own father told the truth. Said this dude ain't disciplined, and he don't give a shit.
Man,
he and then if you all watch the fight with Tommy Morrison's son, you can see like it looked like he was probably gonna get knocked out eventually because he was making some sloppy ass mistakes. Obviously, he's still young in terms of experience, but yeah, he was winning the fight. But you could just tell, like, if he got hit with the punch that knocked him out, because it was getting closer and closer, he's probably gonna get hurt, and that's what happened.
I'm so thankful for this internet, man, because so the truth is, here's the whole truth. Shout out to Dante. The whole truth is Hakeem Rahman weighed in at 216 on July 7th. Today is July 31st or the 1st, one of these two. And he is weighing 215. Now, we're a week away from the fight. He had 24 days to lose 10 pounds. And he signed the contract. I'm going to hold him accountable to that. And I think everybody should hold him accountable to that because that's what men do. We hold people accountable to their word, right? Now because Jake Paul is going to release all of this. He's going to have fun all week. Trust me. Now, part two to that is similar to what Nate said. If the ticket sales were well above average and it was blowing, if it was doing great, they would have got another replacement fighter. So it's two-pronged, but this all could have been fixed if Hakeem Rahman would have did his miles. It's really simple. You're training in Vegas. If it's 95 degrees here, it's 110 degrees in Vegas.
Hell yeah.
For real. And it's drier. So he could have put that sweat camp with that he could have lost 8 pounds. I'm gonna give the man 8 pounds in 24 days.
Hey yo, so
yes.
I hear what you're saying, and yeah, you're right. We should definitely hold him accountable. Thing I do not like is what he's saying is how they moved the weigh-in date up anyway. So what I'm trying to understand is, were they obligated to check his weight right now? Because let's also ask this question: how long does it take you to lose 10 pounds? Could have lost 10 pounds by Friday when it comes to weigh-in time. See what I mean?
I understand that. I 100% understand that.
But then, don't get me wrong. Like you said, like his dad's like, I'm like with you, Fred. I'm listening to everything too, and this is surprising me too. It's like, damn, he ain't working, he ain't trying that hard. But like on a real note, maybe he could have really lost that 10 pounds. Like you moved the date up, but it's also what Nate said too. It's the tickets. It's a combination of everything.
Yeah, it's all the above.
It was like all of the above, and then they were like looking for a reason. So they're like, "Hey, let's weigh him now." And to me, that's kind of like, okay, that's fucked up, man. Like he ain't ready.
I agree that they may have been looking for a way out. Yet you can't give them an excuse, though. You know, and I thought with him weighing 215 today, and he weighed 216 on the 7th. He should be, because he doesn't know what fight week is going to hold for him.
Yep.
He has no idea. You got to go in prepared. He should have went in fight week at 205. You understand it? Because like like he's still on the same calorie diet that he's been on. Like
Exactly.
he's not even caloric deficient. You know, like it's just a lack of accountability, man, because you know what you're going up against. You know you're really the favorite in this fight. I would presume he's the favorite in his head. Man, you make one sacrifice, it changes your life, right? In the interim. You know, for how long? I don't know. Do what you're supposed to do. I tell Lincoln all the time, do what you need to do so you can do what you want to do.
That's a great mantra. That's great.
You know, and I stand by it. I think as a father, as a current father, and listening to seniors say what they said, I gotta hold Hakeem Rahman accountable. And I'm glad that this information is out here. And I do agree on some levels, the business of boxing didn't want him to fight Hakeem Rahman. And but it's just
this is pretty much blatantly like anybody with common sense or doesn't have a shrouded judgment that for the dislike or hatred of Jake Paul would just see this coming honestly a mile away. I thought something was gonna be funny with this damn fight, honestly, because it didn't really, to me, had a massive buzz for what they're paying Jake Paul.
Right.
So
man. Now you're right. 469, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Fred?
Hey, what you got?
Hey, man. Sean Porter, you know, he talked about this fight.
He did.
And he talked about what he said just happened. They put that boy at a disadvantage to where they could call that fight off.
Sure.
Because he talked about that weight. And he said that was going to be a problem for him to drop all of that weight.
Yeah. I saw that video, and even in that video, Sean basically said Hakeem is not accountable. Like he kind of plays around a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But he said that weight was going to be a problem, but it was going to give Jake Paul a way out.
Yes.
Of the fight.
Agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. You can't give them an excuse.
Yep.
And he should have been, Hakeem Rahman should have been 205 today. Going into fight week, traveling New York, you don't know what the weather's going to be like in New York. Is it raining? Is it going to be hard to cut the weight? Man, this man should have been on an applesauce diet and some kale. Man, for real, man. You know, one boiled egg. Man, he should have been cut that weight, dog. Like, and we got to hold him accountable to this. And because of that, Jake Paul gets the victory, even though we knew, I believe they wanted to find an out clause, but he didn't do his part.
Right.
So A comes before B. So I think Hakeem Rahman had to do his part. You can't come in 1 pound less, dog.
Right.
Nah. It don't work.
But when I was listening to you guys, because I just turned on talk about that, the first thing I thought about was Sean Porter and what he said. I was like, wow, he was right on that, man.
Yeah, Sean Porter.
So that's all I wanted to do.
I appreciate you calling in, Tex.
All right,
all the time, dog. Yeah, Sean is the man of the week. You know what I mean? That is a powerful video, man. He is the man of the week, man. And Sean nailed it. Gotta give that young man credit. He nailed it. And you can't give the devil a way out.
Exactly. I know exactly what you're saying too, because it's like I'm listening to it, and the biggest issue is, from my perspective, it's the all the talking. You got to be careful what you say, because it's like what the caller just pointed out was how Sean Porter highlighted that, right? And that's what probably initiate, like you said, it's the initiation point. Oh, he sounds like he's struggling to make weight. Let's check him now. Like you said, you gave them their out in that moment. I have a friend who just actually lost the Golden Gloves in California because he didn't make the weight, and he was posting on the internet. Now you see, the reality of it is his opponent was sick, and he was going to pull out anyway. But he seen that boy was struggling to make the weight the week of the fight, so something told him to stick around because he probably wasn't going to make the weight, and he naturally won because that boy didn't make the weight. But if he wouldn't have posted anything online, talking about how he's struggling to make the weight, that boy would have pulled out sick.
Right. And no narrative boxing, none. I like that. None. Oh no, it's none. He said that they tried to strong arm. He said he's not going below 215.
Yeah, that part also stuck out to me too. So what I really hear is that you shouldn't have took the damn fight because, like you said, we have to hold him accountable. You knew this was at 200. You knew it was at 200 or 205, and you knew you couldn't do it. So why did you agree to it? So that's where you got to be held accountable. I hear what you're saying. Oh no, they wanted to shell at me. Sounds good. They probably did want to shell at you, but the reality of it is you shouldn't have agreed to that.
Okay. I remember when the conversation was Triple G versus Floyd Mayweather. Do y'all remember that when they were just throwing it out there just for PR? It wasn't really gonna happen, but it was just a PR move. Floyd fights at 147.
Yeah.
Triple G would have to go down to his weight class to earn that opportunity. And Hasim Rahman, you want to earn that opportunity after coming off of a knockout loss. You get an opportunity of a lifetime. I think you got to hold yourself accountable, man. And this is what I would tell. Well, somebody in his team is watching tonight. You gotta hold yourself accountable, man. I can't have my son upstairs and then come downstairs and be like, oh, well, it's cool. It's a black thing. Nah. Not when I'm looking dead at it. I'm looking at it, man. There's no in between. Like I can't. I can call Lincoln to come downstairs right now, and he will say, do what you need to do so you can do what you want to do. And Hasim Rahman probably knew that he was the only opponent, basically. And maybe I don't strong arm him or something like that, but he signed the contract, dog. And he had 24 days to lose 8 pounds. Man, he should have did it. Man.
Well, now Showtime can focus on trying to get Jake Paul to fight Tommy Fury in the UK, or maybe they can do that prediction in Dubai. They can go to Dubai and make that fight happen, because that's at this point he's going to have to take that fight.
Yeah,
he's going to have to. Tommy Fury, even though he's a novice. Honestly, they're both novices. He's the most famous cruiserweight from Jake Paul around. Honestly,
yeah.
So whatever he's saying about Hasim Rahman Jr. Honestly, they need to move on. Rahman Jr. has been blessed now because now people know who he is. His career can flourish a lot better because of the fact that he's now in the public eye. And even though he's gonna get clowned on, how many people we see get clowned on in the public eye and they bounce back and then getting more opportunities.
Right.
So but for me, Fred, I don't know. What do you think Showtime feels about the situation?
Oh, they good. Showtime ain't mad at all. Nah, Showtime is like, man, because of one, the risk, and two, the analytics just wasn't there for this fight. Because if they had sold 15,000 tickets, they would have found another opponent. Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. No doubt about it. I remember when Errol Spence was in Vegas. They flew in the kid from Canada that he beat. What's his name, y'all? The guy that fought Sean Porter as well.
Oh, for Formula?
From Canada.
I know. A short guy, right?
Custody Clayton?
No.
Oh, Cody Crowley?
No. Man, what's his name? Who? Oh, man, what's his name? He's a good guy. I got his number in my phone. What's his name, dog? Oh, my God.
Right?
He's a nice guy.
Phil, right?
Del Rio, Del something. He has 3 names. Del Rio,
Phil LaGreco, bro.
Phil LaGreco, yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Phil LaGreco.
Oh, man.
They flew him in on Monday. He had to lose 20 pounds for the Errol Spence fight. And
I remember that. And he paid for that too.
Yeah, he said he paid for it, but he got the money, and they flew him in and they had the catch weighted at 150 or whatever it was, but He did what he needed to do. He did what he needed to do. And when you on that type of time, you know you got to get in that sauna suit, go run 3 miles, go shadow box, get back on a treadmill, go to the sauna. And as a heavyweight, you know, you probably ride the bike, you probably ride that fan bike and get on the sauna, get in the sauna. He should have did that. He could have lost 5 pounds today for his other check-in. You get what I'm saying? Like in a day, he could have lost 5 pounds and then did man.
Yeah, I agree with you, Fred. Yeah. Go ahead.
You know, I've seen it all the time. I've been in the back of like these amateur fights and all that, man. And they out there on the motherfucking pavement.
Man, look, did you see what Rahman Jr. also said?
Yeah.
And he had a Q&A today too.
I gotta watch that. I was on the phone when it was on, but
I watched it, and just to make matters worse, he said he admitted that fighters wanted him to beat Jake Paul, like real professional world champ fighters. They were giving him information on how to lose the weight fast.
He said that? How long was that press conference?
I don't know. It was a while. It was like a lot of people was on. They had all kinds of people asking questions.
Oh wow!
The one that was really on his case about it was surprisingly, which was Ak and Barack.
Oh really?
Yeah, mainly Ak. They were out of all the.
I respect them. Do your job. Do your job.
They were the only ones kind of like, wait a minute. So you said this, and his manager had to keep cutting in, and whoever who was advising him had to keep, because it was a lot of contradictions.
Man, he blew so much opportunity, man.
Yeah, if he would have knocked out
his
Jake
team
Paul,
had a chance to get on, man. Man, you can't blow these fucking opportunities, man. If they said the weight was 190 and you signed the contract, everybody got to be all in on 190. You know what I mean? It can't be, let's send a letter in.
He signed the contract. He signed like anybody who says anything else. Look, he had to have a lawyer or his father, whoever, manager, go through the contract, get him to understand everything, and then he signs it.
Yeah. And what you say about Jake Paul is true. I saw a handicap. Yeah, they're gonna handicap you. Yes,
of course.
That's the realities of this. Everybody's handicapped. Canelo was handicapped when he fought Floyd. Then Canelo handicapped his opponents. Man, it don't change, man.
Floyd was handicapped with De La Hoya.
Yeah, it doesn't change, man. Floyd brought Marquez up to 147 before. You know what I mean? Like it don't. That's the reality of this game, man.
Pacquiao with the catch weights.
Yeah. It's the reality of this thing, man.
Sugar Ray Robinson not choosing to fight the black murderers row.
Mm-hmm. So when you know you coming in at 0, you got to be on your P's and Q's, man. It's like the 90-day trial and error part of your job, probationary period at your job, right? Before they offer you your health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you gotta do, man. He had all these people fighting for him, and man, come on, man. Man, how can you look at Hasim Rahman and he's only lost 1 pound in 24 days? Come on, man.
I want to know what the fuck was he doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out too, y'all. Because like what it sounds like is like what I keep saying, and I want y'all to understand it. This man, for some weird ass reason, thought he was gonna like just lose it, or maybe because then he turned around, like you said, he says contradicting things, bro. Because then he turned around and say, "Well, nah, bro, I wasn't gonna try to lose it. He wasn't gonna go to that weight because he was gonna drain himself." But then acting like if you had time, you could have lost the weight still. So it's like you saying double things, bro. I like y'all said, bro. It's the conclusion. It's the conclusion point of the show. Yeah, he caught himself. He caught himself up in his own words, bro.
Yeah, because we knew what he was up against, and we want to root for him.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah, not this time.
I can't defend you, like you said.
Man, I can't do that, man. It's nah, dog. Nah. Nah, this ain't the one. Nah, we can't be fighting over Sesame Street this week, dog. Nah, man.
Hey, but
ain't no one died. What's up?
I do got a question though, because I heard you say earlier. What division is Gary Russell that you're talking about in? Was he at 135? Or
No,
is he fighting at 140.
140, but he weighed in at 137 and a half.
Yeah, it like he could make 135. Honestly, it looked like it.
I don't know. I mean, I really don't. That'd be some competition though. But 140 is pretty open too right now. Like, it's some matches there, man. But like, like politics gonna always stop stuff from happening.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be okay because PBC are getting their fighters. Oh, I just got breaking news. Jose Ramirez is not gonna be able to fight Jose Cepeda for the belt because he's getting married. So Regis Prograis is gonna fight Jose Cepeda for the belt.
No, he's not.
Really?
Yeah.
On ESPN,
Regis, bro.
Yeah, I got it from. If L Dub come in, he'll say it. He'll say it because he got that.
No, like I was really sad about how they've been doing Regis too, because it's like
everyone feels for him, but
no, but
damn, Regis should have been with PBC.
No, he about to get the opportunity though. He about to fight. They won't fight.
Man.
It's gonna be on Bob. It's gonna be on Bob. I think Bob gonna get the fight, obviously.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it has to be on ESPN. But it's just the network they're gonna put it on, Probellum Network. But I feel bad. Yeah, right. Ain't no Probellum Network.
Yeah, gone.
It's just that like women like Serafina, man, who out here hustling, doing the right thing. Remember how Rahman came on our show for like 20 seconds because he was staying at her house and training and in New York. Y'all remember that when she came on that night?
Yeah, I remember that, bro.
Yeah, man. It's just not cool, man. When you got people believing in you and you don't do your part.
Hey, real quick.
Yes.
Real quick. Hey, Born to Lose, but what do you mean what's wrong with boxing? That's a great fight, man. If that's what you're relating to, Regis is finally gonna get a chance to get another belt. And it's a great fight, by
it's
the way.
for WBC?
Yep, the WBC belt. Him and Cepeda gonna fight for it. Because Ramirez is getting married.
He don't want that fight. He don't want that fight.
You could have postponed.
Yeah, I agree because he was in the interview with Ellie and he was very adamant about fighting Cepeda for the title.
That fight,
but I think if he would have fought and beat Cepeda, he would have to fight Regis next.
Man, he don't want that fight, dog. Come on, man. Come on, you're not gonna do what it takes because fighting pays for the wedding.
Yeah,
fighting happy honeymoon.
Yeah,
man. Come on, dog. Like he ain't want that fight, dog. Like with all due respect, he don't want that fight.
And then Josh Taylor is scheduled basically to fight Catterall in the rematch in November. Back in Josh Taylor's hometown again.
So yeah, man, I like that. And Gary Antoine Russell.
And there's rumors that Gary Antoine Russell might fight the winner of the Akhmedov and what's his name, Puello, for the belt. They fighting for that. I think it's the WBA belt.
Hey, it's just been. I was looking at the schedule, and he's fought twice this year already. Gary Antoine Russell.
Yeah,
he's fought Ranches and Victor Postol.
Yeah, he's getting opportunities, man.
Yeah, so I stand corrected on what I said. I didn't know it was that frequent. I thought it was I still got that guy that fought Adrian Broner in my head. I forgot that Victor Postol was in between that fight. You know what I mean? But it was May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. It was 9 months between that fight and 5 months between this one. So maybe Al will invest in that kid because.
Oh no, he invested in this kid. Whenever he got a fighter being active, he's investing for sure.
Yeah, sure. So hopefully he comes back. Maybe he'll come back in November, man. I mean, but his schedule has been pretty tough this year. Rances and Postol.
Yeah,
in the 5 month period. That's
two
tough.
very good fighters. Two underrated fighters in my opinion.
Well, two champions.
Yeah,
back to back.
And
Postol, I seen Postol destroy Matisse live.
I remember that, bro.
Made him quit. It was Matisse, right?
Yep, it was Lucas Matisse.
Yeah, made him quit.
It made him quit, bro.
Yeah. I lost the bet in that fight.
But Matisse was the man back then, bro. And I really thought for sure.
Yep, La Machina. He was the machine for sure.
Until Danny got his hands on him. That was a wrap, man.
Fun, yeah.
Bro, he had that machine mindset, bro. He was the man, and then like I ain't never seen him quit like that though. Like what you pointed out though, Postal really made him quit. Like that Danny fight was close until his eye swelled up, and then Danny, took advantage of that. But Postal really punched him in the eye and made him take a knee and look around like, I don't want to get up.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like I can't get up. It was I don't want to get up.
Yeah, I was there. I
don't
saw
want
it.
to get hit with that shit again. That's what he said.
That was the fight that made the Crawford and Postal fight 50-50. A lot of people thought that Postal was going to knock Crawford out or boxing.
That was a great performance by Crawford.
Yeah, boring, but shit, the way he just totally took that man to school from the first to the last and dropped him 3 times or something, 4, whatever.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he did a splendid job with that fight.
But I think Gary Anton Russell gonna get a title probably this year or early next year. I think he's gonna get one because PBC are putting their fighters in the rankings for some of Josh Taylor's vacant belts already.
So they gotta get. Go ahead.
Do y'all think that they should have a rematch since there was controversy around the stoppage?
Who should have a rematch?
The Russell and Bartholomew Rancis.
Hell yeah, man.
I think that's what they should do too. Then they should just run that one back at the end of the year because it makes sense.
That was the best fight on the card, in my opinion.
I liked Adam Konowski getting punched on. No, that was entertaining.
you when you see Konowski, you know what's gonna happen. His face is gonna be a mess, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't block his face at all. Like I was like getting really mad. It's like you just throw punches and catch punches, huh?
Well, he actually did better at trying to block him.
Damn, that's
this
better.
Time.
Jesus.
No, well, he did, but the problem.
No, I know what you're talking about.
But the problem is, no, you should see him how he fought Helliness and what he did yesterday. Good God, man.
Right.
That was just like, who's his coach? The fuck?
No, it was a difference. I know what you're talking about, but like I don't know if y'all listen to what 78 said. 78 made a good point.
What'd he say?
Adam Konowski is supposed to be a cruiserweight.
Oh hell no!
No, what I'm saying is, if he removes all that belly though, like if Adam really worked the way he's supposed to work and lost that damn belly, he'd probably lose 50 pounds.
Nah, man. It's just some guys they need to be fat, man. They gotta be a little. They gotta have a little. They got that tire around them. They got one tire, at least one.
How much did he weigh in at for this fight?
251.
251?
That's low. That's actually low.
That's low.
It's actually low for him. You're right.
Yeah, he comes in like 260 something.
But like, see, this is what I'm saying though. Like at heavyweight, it's just not for him, bro. If you're not gonna be blocking your damn face,
and that's why they try to make the bridgerweight division, which I don't like. I
don't like it neither.
They should have just called it the heavyweight division and then make a super heavyweight division. That simple. Because I understand the jump from cruiser to heavyweight is massive. It's very massive. You got guys coming in at 250, 280, 270, and you coming in at what? Barely 230, 220. So.
Must be the money.
Yeah, Adam Konowski fumbled that Wilder bag, man. Unless they use him as
he definitely fumbled that Wilder bag. Damn, he fumbled it, dog.
He would got paid good money to be on Wilder's highlight reel.
Yeah, but that Ali kid may get that Wilder fight now.
Yeah, Wilder Wilder smash him, man. Smash him.
Yeah, but that's what they want, you know.
Good God.
You know, maybe come back October, and now we got Andy Ruiz, Deontay Wilder in April.
Yeah, I think Ruiz losing weight is going to affect him, man. When he fought Areola, he lost weight. He was getting hit with some shots, and it was just putting him down from Areola. I think he shouldn't lose, but too much weight.
Yeah, otherwise Luis Ortiz is going to clip him. Like
that could happen. Yeah,
it's going to be a good fight, man. Like, because I just feel like Luis is slowed down enough to where Andy's can really catch him. But you never know with Luis Ortiz, man. That guy. Like, I thought for a split second when I was watching the Charles Martin fight, Charles was about to get him.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
He had a chance. He knocked him down. He stunned him. He froze him.
Bro, he dropped him with a jab.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
like that was a bad ending for him. That's why you laugh.
Yeah, if Ortiz chin is done.
Look at that, dog. Who was he?
Knock him out.
Look at that, dog. He
started to crowd the conversation. He He was like, hey, where we going out tonight?
Yeah, he was looking like other.
That knockdown was classic, man. What's up, DJ?
Shit,
what's going on, Fred, man?
Hey, man, it's great to hear from you. It's great to hear from you.
Man, Mr. MMA himself.
Absolutely. What's
Hey,
going
shout out
on,
to
man? Had a
shout out
great
to your.
card last night where everybody's still mad about boxing.
Oh,
Hey, I got 2 title fights and a bunch of knockouts last night for $80. Man, come on.
So that meant the Nunez fight was good?
Absolutely. Even though the main event was an absolute dog walking. It didn't, Juliana Pena didn't make it easy for her. She didn't show up for a t-shirt. She came there to defend her title last night against Amanda Nunez. And she paid for it dearly, but she didn't quit. A lot lesser fighters would have quit last night, man. She had 2 big gashes on her head where Amanda cut her open with elbows. And she could have easily quit, man. She could have easily packed it up. She got dropped 5 times in the first 2 rounds.
Damn, she was
I
down
think
big.
one of them, she legit got knocked out, and when she hit the ground, it woke her back up.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, Amanda put a beating on Juliana Pena last night, which is kind of how I thought the fight would go. I figured, because she dominated the first fight until she got tired and couldn't get Juliana off of her.
I got a question.
Juliana ended up choking her out, but
I got a question.
anyway,
Have you seen
man,
somebody?
had great fights last night, man.
Hey,
great
DJ.
fights. Danny looked good. I can't hate on Danny. Danny looked good last night, man.
I got a
light
question
on
real
his
quick.
feet. I said that would be a problem. I mean, him not having to cut weight would eventually, do dividends for him later on in the fight. And it's just Jose, my man. You can't win fights by putting your hands in your pockets. That's all I'm saying.
Man, that fight would have been a good fight if he raised his punch output. But that's who he is, man. He wanted to be an essay last night. He wanted to be a tough guy, not a boxer. That shit got old. The first round, it was like, okay, yeah, he ain't afraid of Danny. Second round is like, okay. Third round is like, nah, nigga, throw punches. Fuck that. Yeah, that machismo shit. Throw some punches, dog.
Yeah, and all that sticking your tongue out and mocking him, bro. You getting lit up right now. What are you doing? You understand you losing, right?
Yeah.
So all that shaking your head, you not hurting me. I don't care if you hurting you. You keep eating these body punches.
Yeah, facts. I was yelling at the TV. I was watching with friends yesterday, and we yelling at the TV. Throw punches, man, because the fight is there for you. It ain't like Danny Garcia is like a world beater, but he's just he's a little bit better than you skill wise. A lot better than you skill wise. But you can make
a lot better. There was a clear skill difference last night.
Yeah, but you can make that up though, like with pushing them and brawling them, keeping them against the ropes, and
make it dirty.
Make it dirty.
Punch him in the nuts twice. I'm something.
Yeah.
They're gonna warn you at least once.
Facts. But,
I say that about all fights, man. If you just getting your ass thoroughly beat, one shot to the nuts, man. Slow this shit down a little bit.
Right.
They're gonna warn you at least once.
Facts. No, you're right. You're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? So, what else? Gary Antoine Russell. Now, I think we get lost in how talented he is, and we keep forgetting that he's only 16 fights in. He's still very green, even though we see the skill level, we see the potential in him, we see where he could go, but he's just not there yet. And Bartholomew was a great challenge for him last night. I think they gave him 2 tough former champions in his last 2 fights, and they've exposed the holes in his game and shown that he's not quite there yet. Don't put him in the title picture yet, because I wouldn't put him in there with Regis right now. I really wouldn't. I just think that would be a bad decision. But oh man, that referee robbed him of a great stoppage last night.
Yeah.
Not only did you put a loss on Bartholomew's record, but you robbed Gary Antoine Russell of a clean stoppage.
Exactly.
The guy was hurt, man. Bartholomew was hurt. He was straight Foxville, but you robbed a man of a great stoppage. And Derek Lewis in MMA also it was an early stoppage last night as well, man. So my guy, the Black Beast, just ain't got no luck fighting in Texas.
Hey, I gotta read this, y'all. Hey, you mind if I make an abrupt left? Can I have your permission to make an abrupt left, DJ?
Show, man. Show.
No, but I want to. Can I?
Go ahead.
Okay. Listen to what Errol Spence just tweeted, man. Thank you, Quentin, for sending this. People, I just got it just now.
Yeah,
people trying to figure out how they gonna pay their mortgage or rent every month, etc. Like I said, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't care who think what about what fuck I care about A rich nigga being depressed. I'm sure my elders felt worse than me. Damn. That nigga Earl.
Shots fired.
Hey, Earl is savage.
Hey, Earl felt some kind of way about Danny last night, man.
Savage. Hey, that should be his new nickname, Savage. Earl.
He said, "What about do you care about my parents and kids?" Man, Earl is my nigga, man. Earl is like my nigga in my head, man.
Earl the Savage Spence.
Earl is like, man, because I would have said the same thing if I fought. Man, fuck him. He's the only nigga to ever say fuck your mental health. He's the only nigga in history. Nobody said it about Ryan Garcia. Y'all was scared. Don't y'all was scared, niggas. Y'all were even on YouTube. I was the only nigga that said that nigga crazy. He lying.
No. I was one of the people too.
We knew that was a point.
Somebody close to bullshit. Somebody close.
It was time for him to start fighting them top dogs, and all of a sudden he realized, oh,
Earl is my
wait a
nigga.
minute, I gotta fight some dudes.
I have so much respect for this tweet. You have no idea how much.
This is what we was all thinking. It was what we was all thinking.
I have so much respect for this tweet, man.
No, because I thought immediately to it. Like I was saying in the beginning, I don't like how they took advantage of it. Bro, it leads into this whole narrative of everybody being sensitive and understanding everybody's feelings. You understand, guys?
I don't give a fuck about a rich nigga.
Man, Danny was just upset that he took a real clear ass whooping.
Exactly. It's hard to sit on an ass whooping for 19 months, man.
That was the worst ass whooping he ever had.
Fuck your mental health, nigga. I'm with all of that shit, man. Man, stop fucking me. I love this tweet, dog.
No,
yo, this is a Hall of Fame.
Hey, man, EJ felt some kind of way. He was like, man, look, I'm tired of Daddy and his daddy making excuses why they lost. Like, come on, man.
9-19, dog. He just did this shit. Oh, I love this shit.
Yeah. He did it a few minutes ago, man. Yeah, I saw it. I was like, man, Earl felt some kind of way by Danny last night.
Hey, C42 Trill, my dude, man. That's my nigga when I go to Dallas. Hey, but yeah, man, I fucking love.
They were just yucking it up 2 months ago, Fred.
Hey, I ain't gonna even lie. I have so much more respect for Errol Spence now. Like I respect Earl, but God, this is my nigga in my head, dog. Because I'm like that with my kids, man. Fuck that bullshit. Nah, we gonna get through this. We blocking everything the fuck out. We get through this shit. And that's how I be thinking about y'all niggas being the fighters. Like, you rich, nigga. Like, what? Like, come on, man. You cut this shit out, man. And then you gonna make it this. You had no answer for Errol Spence that night, dog.
Man, Danny rich as shit, man. He could go pay for the therapist. Basically.
Yeah, facts, man.
No, and that's like the main thing about it. It's like, bro, like if that's the case, bro, and it's depression. Then everybody's
Earl
fucking
that nigga, dog. Earl that nigga, man.
Hey,
Earl.
Hey,
Yo.
with all disrespect.
Yeah. Earl.
God damn, EJ.
Hey,
like,
up,
I mean, I was like, damn, Danny up there crying and shit. What the fuck? I was like, my initial reaction was like, oh man, what you crying for? But you know, I get it. You know, it's hard to sit on an ass whooping for 19 months, man. Like it really is.
Earl, my dude, dog.
Hey,
Earl is my dude, man.
Earl low-key, his trash talk is great, man.
Earl is really fearless, man.
His trash talk is great, low-key.
Yeah,
that's why. I mean, it's just when you bring it out of him, Errol is good with that shit. Like he don't usually just come out and say shit, but when you fuck with him, like you know, it's gonna take a lot for him to get him off your ass. But
I'm all about that shit. I'm all about that shit. Hey, what's up, Kane? You want to jump in and holler at something? Say,
yeah, I had two things to say. For I was like, I thought they were cool. Errol Spence.
That's what I was just saying.
I thought they were cool. Yeah, because like in the Ryan Garcia video, like. I mean, they wouldn't like two fighters wouldn't be next to each other like if they weren't like they didn't have any beef or anything. Like I thought they were cool after the fight, but I mean it must have been like some crazy shit that Danny said. And then the other thing I wanted to say was, why was Danny thanking Al Heyman and all these people when they almost robbed him? Bro, if Benavidez would have won or not, like obviously Benavidez didn't win the fight, but if he would have won like another round or two, like there would have been a chance they had a draw. Because bro, like
it wasn't that close. I get what you're saying, bro. It was not that close. It was not that close. I thought Danny won.
Hey, Did y'all notice Gary Antoine Russell didn't thank Al Heyman? Did y'all notice that shit?
Nah,
go back. I was like, this nigga didn't thank Al Heyman. I'm like, oh, okay. Because everything that Russells do is intentional, dog. Like, or maybe it's just me reading into it, but you can't get it.
I don't know. I think he was just upset about the stoppage and everything because it was a lot of chaos in the ring after that early stoppage because Bartholomew's corner was pissed off and they was trying to go over there and shake their hands and everything. And you know, I don't know.
When you and Al Heyman's
I didn't
ring,
pay no attention to it.
I'll tell you this: when you in Al Heyman's ring, Al Heyman is whispering behind you. Al Heyman, thank Al Heyman, thank Al Heyman, thank Al Heyman. No, I'm serious. I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. I'm not lying.
Al Heyman probably got somebody in the crowd with a sign that says it. Don't forget to say Al Heyman.
Oh man.
That fight wasn't even close to it.
Okay, I'm glad. Okay, maybe I didn't hear that part. But what's up, Dion? What you got? What you got on this?
Oh man, I was just catching the show, man, and you know, boxing had a good weekend, but I watched the UFC though.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But
some great fights.
I caught the boxing later, but I caught up with UFC. It was some bangers.
Man,
9 out of 14 fights were finishes.
It was some bangers, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, what about when them MMA fights when they just hugging like headbands and stuff? What about those fights?
There was a few of those.
I mean, it's you gotta know what you're looking at to really understand the techniques. I mean, it's some guys that just some guys and girls that just what we call lay and pray. But more over than that, man, it's a lot of stuff you got to really understand. Catch wrestling and jiu-jitsu and judo to really understand the positions that they're trying to create and the traps and stuff that they're trying to create to create position.
You know, DJ,
go ahead.
Did you notice that Nunez approached Pena like she was taking her down more?
She took her down more in the later rounds, other than instead of the early rounds. Because last time she spent a lot of time trying to take her down in the early rounds. And what Juliana does, and she has such a dangerous guard, even when you're on top of her, she makes you work. And that's not good for Amanda. Amanda's big, man. Like, I've seen Amanda in person. She's not necessarily tall, but if you see Amanda's back and her shoulders, Amanda a big bitch. Like, oh, respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has these long arms. She can scratch her ankle standing up, bro. Like, Amanda's big, man. So all of that muscle and shit, she got to carry around. And that was a problem for her early in her career when she would gas out early in fights. Like, a lot of her fights that she lost, she was losing in the second or third round because she was sitting on all her punches trying to get these chicks out of here. Now, she took Juliana down later in the fight this time instead of earlier because she saw that's what she had the advantage. Juliana was already beat up and punch drunk at that point. But to Juliana's credit, she's tough. Like they said today, she's tough as a $2 steak. And it was just hard to get her out of there, man. She had no quit in her. But by all intents and purposes, Amanda dominated that fight last night. And most of it was by switching to southpaw. She kept catching her with that check right hook and that check overhead right all night.
She did.
I dropped her 5 times in the first 2 rounds with the same play.
Yeah, she did too. She did keep on switching her style from southpaw to, but yeah, man. But what's up with Danny finding in the ring?
And listen, I felt like that was a little dig. And boxing do a lot of jab and hold too now. So the only thing in MMA, they just don't separate you as much.
Hey, look, y'all got lay and pray. I got the K-band hugs and people hanging on the cages. We got clinching, fighters just dancing in the middle of the ring, not punching, posing and shit. So hey,
one thing about it though, the best go fight the best.
Absolutely.
Hey,
and not only the best gonna fight the best gonna fight the best 3 and 4 times. Like we about to get with Brandon Moreno and Davison Figueiredo.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one too.
Hey man, look, we got some good fights. AJ versus Usyk 2.
AJ about to get stopped. They ain't no goddamn good fight. He got washed last time.
Look,
man,
no
come on, man.
Oh, wait a minute. We got Canelo versus Triple G3.
I ain't saying. Hey, you trying to talk to me like I don't like boxing? I'm just saying this is just.
I like boxing. Ain't nobody asked for these fights. Nobody begged for that.
You still gonna watch? You still gonna watch?
I ain't watching that shit.
Yeah, I watched it at 4:30 in the morning.
Look, I watched it enough to know he gonna get his ass beat again. How about that?
But why was he crying in the ring?
Why was who crying in the ring?
Oh, Danny.
Danny.
Oh yeah, somebody go ahead, say it. Someone.
Why was he crying? Please tell me.
Okay, if nobody gonna say it, he was crying because he suffered from mental health and depression from his ass whooping from Errol Spence.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, it's hard. It's hard to hold an ass whooping for 19 months, man.
Hey.
The last time we saw you, you got your ass brutally beaten.
Hey, I'm saying it right now on the barbershop because everything happens on the barbershop now. It always happens on the barbershop. Listen, Errol Spence. Now Terrence gonna say he need 30 million.
So give it to him.
Give it to him. Fuck yeah.
Give it to him.
They ain't giving it to him.
The MMA.
Man, listen,
the MMA
this is why I
fans
stand with that,
fight.
right? And then Nate, I'm gonna let you go, bro. This is why I stand with that. Errol Spence has done everything for that company, right?
Yeah.
And
facts.
The man has done everything for that company. And he's made it known, he's made it clear. I want to be undisputed, so I want Terrence Crawford. I don't give a fuck what Terrence Crawford is asking for. Give Errol Spence that fight. That man has earned that fight. If he wants Terrence Crawford, give Terrence Crawford whatever the fuck he wants to give Errol that fight. That's why I stand with that shit.
But DJ, it's like Fred told you though. They ain't got the money.
Wait, hold on.
Got the bread.
Hey, I do got some breaking news. Okay, so there was somebody said Rick Glacier did an interview, and then he basically said the fight was
jackass. But go ahead.
He basically said the fight isn't happening. It's just not gonna happen. But somebody from Bud Crawford's team, said that the fight will happen, and that he's lying about that or not. And he said that the main issue is right at this point is the rematch clause. Like Bud feel like he should also get a rematch clause.
Oh, I heard that. I heard
he wants
pound for pound boxing and all that. Shout out to pound for pound boxing. Yeah, man. It's just man, come on.
One thing about Bud's team, they gonna have about 1,000 narratives.
Well, no. Wait, let me finish. Bud is actually taking over negotiations himself now. He's removed Bomac from negotiations.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's what I was about to say. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, we're going to find out.
We don't know yet.
Find out.
But hey, man, whatever that man won't, give it to him, dog.
That's why.
And Fred, you made a great point the other day. I know it's different for heavyweights and shit, but AJ getting, and I really don't like doing this shit, but AJ getting 40 million coming off a loss.
That's
a loss.
Triple G has been babysitting belts for the past 4 years in that division, and he's about to get paid fighting Canelo. Canelo just got dog walked in his last fight, and he about to get paid.
Facts.
Terrence Crawford is a 3-division champion, former undisputed, and he can't get no bread.
Yeah,
like come on, man, get that man what he want.
Preach.
And that's what I'm saying. Triple G, Canelo, and Anthony Joshua are getting bread, and guess what they have in common? Eddie Hearn and the Zone. Yes, man.
But Eddie Hearn done fucked over a lot of fights and done fucked over a lot of money though.
Yeah, no, it's the money. He fucked up the Zone's infrastructure with that money.
And you know what the best comparison on all of them is? Can't none of them beat a black slick fighter.
Nah, that's damn near impossible, man.
But we can't get no bread. We can't get the best fight of the year. We can't get the best fight of the year.
Crawford and Spence not slick.
I'll say this about AJ, right? I'll say this about AJ. It's and me and my guy Tay Jones was talking about this, right?
Shout out to Tay Jones.
Shout out to Tay Jones. It's a lot of things AJ is in this world, and one thing he's not is a punk. Like, I can honestly say AJ ain't no punk because I saw him fight back in that last Usyk fight. He just ain't had shit for Usyk. So you're telling me you're going to go get a trainer who's known for his aggressive style, his aggressive come forward style, and you're going to bring him into a fight with a master counterpuncher? AJ getting stopped, man.
Getting stopped.
He couldn't get out the way of that straight left last time. You think him coming forward, walking into that shit, and he don't move his head? You think it's gonna be different this time?
Which round you got, DJ?
I got him about the 9th round.
Well
I'm about to say the 7th.
Well, I'm actually going with AJ by knockout.
Okay.
I mean, I think he's gonna get Usyk about it this time. I think he's going to get dirty, which he should. He should have been did it and use his size, lean on Usyk, clinch and lean on him, hold him, throw him on the ground. Low blow him, headbutt, do all that nasty, dirty shit. And I guarantee you,
I don't see him doing that.
AJ ain't filthy like that. He ain't no punk, but he ain't filthy.
I
I
think
don't see him
I,
doing
I
that.
think if Robert Garcia is smart, he would psychologically.
No. Robert Garcia is tactics never wins.
Hold on now. I can't say that.
Hold
I can't say that.
on. You
I
can't
ain't
tell
say-
him.
I
I
ain't-
can't say that.
Hold
Bam
on, champ.
Rodriguez sharp as a tack right now.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying against a slick fighter, bro. Come on, man.
Hey,
But that's how you.
Adrian
but that's-
Broner has.
But
All
that's
right.
how you beat
Cheated
it.
though. with the glove.
Now, all the fights that Robert Garcia has fought with a slick fighter, what's his record?
Well, honestly, most of his fighters lost, but they did put up a good performance most times.
So they're supposed to. They durable.
Mikey beat a couple of
Yeah, that don't mean nothing. You still get your ass whooped.
And Mikey really did beat Adrian Broner. It was just one of them fights where he just outworked him.
Yeah,
he
he
didn't really beat up Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner just didn't throw no fucking punches.
And Adrian
so
Broner
it's hard to
could
win
have
a fight
stopped
when you
him,
don't
and he
throw
hit
no
him with
punches.
that body shot. Adrian Broner was like in between, like, what do I do? Like,
That was one of them first fights we really started to see. Wait a minute, Adrian ain't throwing no punches, man.
Exactly, man. D-Town
just
Conversations
outworked
want to chime in, man. What's up, man?
Okay.
Yeah, D-Town, what you got?
His mic mute.
He on mute. If I kick him out, he'll come in. Okay, there you go. What's up?
Yeah, I'm just in the cut, just you know what I'm saying, listen to what's going on. That's all. I heard y'all talking about Bud and stuff. Man, I don't know. Don't nobody want to fight now. That's all I gotta say. Don't nobody
Don't start that cap, man.
You know
Stop
what
the
I'm saying?
cap.
Don't nobody
Stop
want
the
to
cap.
sign no money.
Hey,
Don't
my
nobody want to
point about Bud was he gonna want $30 million because he just seen Earl's last opponent crying on national TV like that nigga serious. Earl serious.
Yeah, man.
I'm behind.
Earl serious, bro.
Hold on. Let's keep it even killed
Earl
now.
evil, man.
Let's keep it even killed now, man. Let's be fair to both fighters. Bud just retired Sean Porter.
Man, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He stopped Sean Porter.
No, he did.
I didn't think that was impossible. I thought that was impossible.
And I hate the fact that Bud can't get the credit for that because Kenny threw the towel in.
Kenny's a real piece of work, man.
Man, he can't get the credit for that fight ever because he threw the towel in, and then he already talked about retirement before the fight and all that. No, he's not getting no credit for that. And like I said, Earl, something wrong with Earl, but we all know.
Look, Kenny Porter,
Bud got that belt.
Kenny Porter put his fear of Bud, his personal fear of Bud, on Sean, man. Like, remember there was years ago he said that him and Bud got into an argument when Bud was younger, and Bud basically said, "You know what? Meet me in the alley." And he said, "Nope, not today, young man. Nope."
Hey man, shout out to Kenny Porter and Sean Porter. They happily retired now. You know, so they, I don't watch his podcast. I'm not interested. Man, I don't know. He's an entertainer now because
he's
gonna
entertaining
say
now.
Boots overrated, but when you was active, you was like, I ain't fighting him.
I ain't fighting him. Hell
Oh,
no.
wait a minute. Speaking of
I don't
Boots,
try to
man,
rap feelings.
did y'all catch Boots and Stephen Fulton's commentary on the?
How was it?
No, I missed it, bro. I missed it. That was
they-
probably in the middle of
Was it good or
UFC
terrible?
fights I
It was
watching.
excellent, man. They both bring the best out of each other and showing their personality, man. They was flowing back and forth with what's that guy named Brian? Not
Campbell?
Custer.
Oh,
Brian
Campbell.
Custer.
Fred.
No, not
Uncle
Custer.
Fred.
Yes.
Fred, check it out.
Great, okay.
Last time I got on here, it was all this whoop-de-woo about Bud Crawford and we gonna sign, and now it's time to sign Fred, and I don't understand what's going on.
It's the money. I think it's the money. I think Steven Espinoza using that reasonable term. He using reasonable. And
Do you really
honestly,
feel like it's the money, or do he want to fight? I don't feel like he want to fight. I don't feel like he want to fight.
I can't, man. Listen, I've
I'm
looked at
telling-
Terrence. I'm gonna say this as a man. I've looked at Terrence Crawford's eyes. Man, ain't no bitch in that nigga, man. I mean, ain't no casualness in him. He ain't casual. He don't waste words.
Gotta be a bitch to get knocked out. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I don't think he's afraid of Earl.
Hey,
Okay.
I'll put it to you like this, right? And I think Gary Russell said it. Gary Russell Jr. said it the best this past week. There's boxers, and then there's fighters.
Yeah.
Bud and Errol are fighters.
Yeah.
If they wasn't professionals, I think the Charlos are also fighters.
Definitely.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
something
I
in that
think
Texas
if they
blood.
weren't
It's just something in
professional
Texas.
boxers, they'd probably have a long history of assault. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean that as a compliment. Right?
For real.
Like I think if they weren't professionals, they'd be fighting in the street. So
Yeah, no bullshit.
there's
Like
boxers
backyard fights.
and then there's fighters. Because Gary, I'll slap you right now, shorty.
Oh, who said that shit?
Chris Colbert, shut the fuck up, did.
Yeah, Chris Colbert did change his tune, though.
Oh shit! How you get punked by a man with one arm? But anyway,
damn.
And then he was out of state.
He said,
he was like, "You're fat." I'm looking at you.
These little shorts. Hey, look at these little shorts. Man,
Disrespectfully, with all the disrespect.
Yeah, man, with all
God
disrespect.
damn.
Yeah, fact. That shit was funny. He said, with your little green shorts on. What he say? Hey, I'm telling you,
I'm about to fight a guy right now. They don't think I can beat. Who you about to fight? Frank Martin. Everybody was, ooh.
That's real. Everybody was like, yeah, you about to get your ass beat.
Hey DJ, and then Chris Colbert kept going. He was like, and then I come back down and whoop him if he wanted. You know what I'm saying? After I whoop him.
Bro, that man looked you dead in your eyes and said, I'll slap the shit out you right now. You ain't say shit. Man.
As a man, you can't allow that.
See, look, and I mean this respectfully, right? I mean this as respectfully as possible, right? Because I ran into New York dudes. I'm gonna say this as respectfully as possible. A lot of them New York dudes ain't tough. They just fucking rude. Like people confuse rudeness with being tough.
Man.
Like a lot of y'all niggas ain't tough, dog.
I'm not gonna say a lot. I'm gonna say
a lot of them don't be tough. Like it's a select few, you know, that'll get with you. But a lot of them just be rude and like to run that mouth.
Yeah,
I know a couple of New York dudes. Nah, I don't know. I know a couple of them that did some crazy fucking
see, that's
shit.
what I'm saying. You know a couple of them.
No.
You know a couple. You know 2, 3, 4, or 5 that'll get with you.
No, the New York chicks will tell you. The New York chicks will tell you.
Brooklyn,
it's hard.
And bro, if you're not from Wakanda, we can run
it. Okay, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, I think okay. That's your opinion, man. Put it
that that's just my personal opinion, my personal experience with some of these New York dudes. Y'all, they don't be like that.
Some of them New York niggas is crazy, man. Fucking crazy. Like leave some of them niggas alone.
No,
yeah. I mean, but see, you run into that everywhere.
Yeah, you're right. It's always somebody crazy in each state. Yeah, you're right.
Right. Like where I'm from, Alabama. Like y'all, I mean, some of these places with y'all, these utopias y'all live in with street lights and police. I don't understand it.
No, I'll never forget. I was in Miami, and the females was from New York, and I'm like, y'all come down here a lot and stuff. And they was like, yeah. And the female, she was like, we have to because New York guys is just so hard to know because they want to be like, act like this. And we just want to party, you know what I'm saying? Not look at mugs and mean mug people in the club and sit on couches like you the boss of a Scarface movie. And we want to have fun. It's hard to kick it with New York guys. That's why we come to Miami. And I'm like, for real? Damn.
Hey, MEC, check the murder rate in Birmingham, then get back with me. But anyway,
okay, all right. I stopped talking about like how
just to veer back. But anyway, man, how you get punked by a dude with one arm, man? He ain't getting no.
I got watch. Cobra didn't say nothing back because usually he always say something. That dude talks a lot of shit.
Nah, and he walked up on him, to let him know.
To let him like, man, come on, man.
That's hard for me to be like. Cobra is bigger than Gary Russell.
He was taller.
No, he's
taller. I wouldn't say he's bigger. He's taller.
No,
he's taller.
You don't think he's bigger than Gary Russell? I'm talking about the junior, not the Antoine.
Nah,
I don't know. But before I get up out of here,
I really can't say he's bigger. He's taller for sure.
Y'all have a good show. Before I get up out of here, Earl, I hope you get this fight. But in my head right now, I'm thinking, man, Bud don't want it after he just seen you make Danny cry on national television, man. Like,
I don't want it, bro.
I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah.
Earl do something different to people, bro, when he get them in
It's
that
gonna
ring.
happen. Speak it, believe it, achieve it. It's gonna happen, people. It's gonna look. I already got my hotel room booked in Vegas. I'm just waiting on the fight announcement so I can go get my tickets. You know what I mean?
Damn, I'm a Dallas.
No, we
Look,
can't
I'm a
talk
Dallas,
about it.
Texas native, man.
We can't talk
You
about
feel
it
me?
no more,
So
bro.
I
I'm
wanted
telling y'all,
to
bro.
have
No, keep talking about it. Keep the pressure on them. Keep
No,
talking about
you're not doing me like that. You're not doing me like that. Until they say, ding, ding. Like I said, Earl, you held your ground. You said everything that you want, and you standing on everything. They try to spin you. They try to spin you into something else. They try to say this and that, and that's fueling that boy. And I feel sorry for Bud if he do get in that ring.
Real talk, bro, because he gonna beat the living shit out of Bud. I'm telling y'all, bro. It's gonna be like Rocky.
And guess what?
It's gonna be like Rocky and his partner when his partner was getting whooped in there. I'm telling you, bro.
Throw the
And guess
towel.
what? And guess what? Guess what, man? Let's keep it even killed here. Bud gonna give Earl some fade too. That's not like Earl is a little
I
bit
ain't
of defense,
saying
man.
that. Earl just a different. It's just different, man.
He is different. You're right. He
And
is
like
a
I
different
said,
fighter.
and the best thing I can say, the attribute that where I think Earl's gonna win this shit is because he gonna be all up in Terrence's chest.
Yes, ooh,
that'd be the best thing to do. Yeah,
and Terrence got long arms.
That's true. He do got longer arms than Errol Spence. He got what 74 fucking reach, 73.
Yeah, he got a longer reach than Charlo.
Shit is crazy. Fucking.
But,
I mean,
but the thing, but it's
I
all
said the
about,
one
see,
thing that
the
makes
one
this
thing
fight
about fighting.
interesting would also get both guys in trouble. They both dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They both dogs, man. That's what's gonna make this fight interesting.
Earl,
I can't
man.
wait to see it, man. I can't wait to see it.
Hey, Earl, if you listening,
Speak it,
man,
believe it, achieve it, baby. It's gonna
Earl,
happen.
Hey, Earl, if you listening, man, get that custom mouthpiece for your new teeth, man. For real. Please, man. Let's be honest, because if that happens against Crawford.
But he said he need to get a new one though.
No,
on some real shit. He did say he
honest.
need to get a new one.
Let's be honest.
That nigga be honest. That nigga just be straightforward. He ain't talking with no metaphors or nothing. That motherfucker, no similes, no metaphors, no like or ass. That nigga like, I need a new mouthpiece. I need a new mouthpiece.
Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake. That man.
At least he honest, man.
He hit me out like shit.
And he honest. That's the best part about it. He honest. You know what I'm saying? And that's why that's why I rock with Earl, because all these other boxers be lying. You know what I'm saying? They be lying. Earl
I never got hurt.
He don't lie. He don't lie.
Got that heart, bro.
I didn't
he
get
got
dropped.
the heart.
I didn't get hurt.
You can't coach that. You know how coach say you got your certain tangibles you just can't coach. He got that in him. You get what I'm saying, bro? And
different, man.
And
I'm just so
you could
impressed.
tell how he just you heard me you could just tell how he just came on the scene, bro. It was different, and niggas had to respect it, bro. He got it the hard way, fam. You get what I'm saying? Like real life got it out the mud.
All right. It's 7 people up here. There's 7 people up here. Who y'all got?
EJ.
Boots
EJ and 7, bro. Come on, put your money on
I
it.
got a hold on, I'm gonna pick. I got a draw.
I got
what?
you.
I got a draw.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Did you say a draw?
You said you got on draws. What'd you say?
He said he got a draw in this fight.
Yeah, I got Boots Ennis in this fight.
Huh?
I got Jerome Ennis in this fight.
Boots.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, who? I thought we was talking about Spence Crawford. So who we talking about?
Yeah, I got Jerome Ennis in that fight.
See, he DJ being funny.
You think? Wait. You think Boots could take both of them out?
Huh?
You think Boots could take both of them out?
Doing what?
Knocking them out. Spence and Crawford.
Knocking them out. Doing what?
Beating their ass. Fighting.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Damn, DJ.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say this though, right? Because Boots got that same look in his eye right now that Errol Spence had when he went over to Sheffield a few years ago. Remember when he stood right there on that podium and looked Kell Brook dead in his eyes, said, "Yeah, you fighting somebody your side now." You ain't fighting no little 5'5" Sean Porter no more. You fighting somebody your side now. Don't run then.
That shit was funny. That shit was funny when Earl asked him what a chocolate brownie was.
I forgot all about that. I forgot all about that, bro.
That shit
was
was
a good one. That was a good
funny
one.
when Earl asked him what the fuck was a chocolate brownie was. He's like, hey, what's a chocolate brownie? He's like, make my right hand on your chin.
Yeah, you'll find out soon.
Man, that's crazy, man. But that's the next show. Earl's biggest top moments.
Yeah.
Earl top. Hey, that shit class. This tweet is classic, dog.
In and out the rain. In and out the rain.
No, when he told Sean to bring that jacket over here.
Oh, remember when he roasted Sean Porter along with
man, he has a roasted Porter like that, bro. Man, you an in-shape street fighter, man. Everybody come to see you.
No, remember when he roasted Porter for wearing that some school, like it was some shit, some hot waters and shit,
man,
with some dress shoes.
How about when he walked away from Kenny Porter and he walked like he was like Kenny Porter? Oh man. Earl got moments, man.
That's why I said
Earl got moments, dog.
Man,
we gotta do a top 10. Hey, y'all bring y'all top in this week, and then we'll ruffle through them, man.
Oh, man. When Jamel said I knock out all southpaws.
That
was like, you knock out who?
You see Jamel,
he was right beside him. He was right beside him.
He was like,
hey, Jamel was trying to laugh the shit off. Errol like, wow, you knocked out who?
Hey, yeah, that shit was classic. Because I was right in front of him. I'm literally right in front of him, dog. And I'm like, Earl said, what? like, I'm the big fish, nigga. What you say? Like, hey, you know that Nick Young face, like, huh?
Yeah, and what made it so funny because EJ was dead serious.
Dead serious.
He was not joking. He might have been laughing.
He probably was about to go get the gloves for them to spar. He probably go get the gloves to get them to spar.
Yeah. And then we probably could put in the Bomac theme because that's a remembrance when Bomac said you got on Earl Spence draws.
No, wait. Earl was cooking Bomac finally. I was waiting on the day when he cooked him.
Man.
He finally cooked
this
him.
nigga Earl got moments. Hey,
man, that tweet about Bomac and how many times he got knocked out.
Yeah, he posted Bomac's professional record.
Can y'all screenshot?
He didn't have to do Bomac like that, man.
No, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
You think I'm gonna lose to a person that got knocked? He said, "You think I would lose to a person to get trained by this guy?"
Man. He have to do Bomac
tomorrow night, beam in with your top Earl Spence moment, and I'm gonna write them down, dog. We'll add that to the show tomorrow, man. Hey, that was funny when Bomac said you got on Earl Spence draw. Cause Bomac thought I was gonna back down. He tried to bully me, man. I'm like, man, no, man. No, you can't bully me, dog. Man, come on, man. Fred ain't no punk, man. I mean, you probably could whoop my ass and do it, but Fred ain't gonna back down from no man.
Shit, no.
You know what I mean? He tried to bully me before y'all saw this shit because he's walking by me as I'm interviewing Jamel Herring. So y'all don't see him to the left of me, and he's like low key giving me eyes and like.
I think I saw that. I think I saw that.
And then he comes back and grabs my phone. You know, he thought I was gonna back, man. But yeah, man.
Bomac a big ass nigga, man.
Go ahead, my bad. I ain't mean to step on you.
That's a big ass nigga. Yeah. I don't know if you could tackle him or even try to wrestle him because
you just gotta shoot him in the foot, man. That's all.
Because if he slams you on the ground, how you gonna get up?
Yeah. Hey, Kane wanted to ask. So go ahead, Kane.
No, I wanted to ask Fred. What do you think is more realistic? And I'm being like totally serious. The Bud and Spence fight or the Rolly and Spence fight? Because bro, honestly, bro, Rolly's talking. No, I'm not even playing with you, bro. Like Rolly's out here talking. I don't know if you saw the interview. Rolly and
Spence.
I don't think Earl's signed that fight. I don't think Earl was signed that fight.
He'll get more money fighting Rolly than he'll get fighting Bud. Bud, don't nobody want to see Bud.
It'll be easy work.
Don't be saying that, man. These people listening.
But I'm telling the truth, bro.
Man, you giving them ideas, man. You giving PBC ideas.
These people listening, man. No, everybody we want to see the fight. We want to see Bud and Errol.
Spence
We
versus
want to
Rolly
see
on pay-per-view.
Don't put
I
that
wanna
energy
see
out there, man.
I want to see Bud and Earl because
Well,
of the
I'm out of here,
simple fact
man.
that
Y'all have a nice
I know
show, man.
Earl gonna
Appreciate
beat
you,
All right,
D.
you too.
Thank you, big homie.
Yeah.
Wait a
I
minute,
want to see the
wait a
Bud and
minute.
Earl fight because I know he gonna win the fight, bro. Because on some
Man.
really some talking
Rolly
stuff.
ain't no damn Mikey Garcia, man. He don't got no credentials.
No doubt. Like he talks like he's the big man.
I just need somebody in front of me so I can whoop him.
Mikey would have whooped his ass in 135.
I
Anyone
just
will
need
whoop his
somebody in
ass.
front of me so I can whoop him,
Oh
bro.
man.
That's all.
Shit.
Hey, man, that shit, man. Hey, I'll tell you a story that I just found out about Errol Spence. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. I wish Blue Blood was on the show. So, Jamal Charlo, I never knew this happened until 3 months ago. I'm gonna tell you, Blue Blood called me and we was talking about Xavier Porter, who just passed away in January, one of our brothers. And he said, remember when Earl did this? I said, I didn't know Earl did that because I was so caught up in the moment. So, anyways, the Jamal Charlo, when he fought Brandon Adams, shout out to Brandon Adams. And one of the media guys from Showtime came up to me and got smart with me. But I'm always the guy that responds back, right? I curse him out. I stand my ground. But Tim Smith says, Fred, don't do that. If this happens to you again, come to me. So I swallowed my pride in the middle of this Jamal Charlo. Because everybody knows if you come at Fred coming right back at you when I was in media. And sometimes they left me alone, sometimes they didn't. So anyways, fast forward, the guy comes to me, the guy who's running the press conference, right? And so he says, what the fuck are you doing? I said, oh, this nigga getting real. And Blue Blood is next to me, and Earl is sitting down, and whoever and Jordan is there, and then so I think that's Jordan. I can't recall. And so I bite my tongue and I sit my ass down. As soon as the press conference over, I run straight. I go to Tim Smith, and I'm talking to Tim Smith. I didn't know that Errol Spence followed me to Tim Smith because he saw the whole incident. I didn't know that shit until 3 months ago. And this happened in June of 2019 when I did the 100 Black Man event in Houston. I didn't know that. I was like, damn, I never told Earl that. I haven't spoken to him since, but I was like, that's different. You know what I mean? That he would even, because he saw the whole incident. Because I'm standing in the aisle where Earl is sitting.
He
I was like,
to make sure Unc was good.
I was very impressed with that. I'll tell him at some point. And but I was very, very impressed with that. And I was like, damn, that dude different. And then this tweet today, oh man. I mean, he on a different level, man. This man is on a different level. And the fact that he's silently holding his ground and telling Al Heyman, no, I don't want Terrence. I don't want Keith Thurman. No, I don't want nothing else.
That man said what he said, and he meant that shit.
Yep. He said what he said.
That man told y'all, look, I ain't never given Keith Thurman a shot because when he was in the position, he didn't give me the shot.
Yeah,
right.
Hey, look,
I completely agree with it. Like, come on, man. What goes around comes around, bro.
Look, I'm a big Keith Thurman fan in here. I'm a big Keith Thurman. And I'm gonna be honest, like fuck that. I respect Earl so much for it because at the end of the day, it's a business, and business can't. I know the saying that business is never personal, but sometimes it can be. Because money is at stake, and your image. And Keith Thurman basically didn't give him a shot. And he's a hypocrite because he wanted Floyd to give him a shot. All Pacquiao back in the day, don't duck me, son. He's pulling the same shit.
Right.
So I respect Earl for standing his ground against Al Heyman and saying, look, man, this is what I want. I don't give a fuck about Thurman. I want this Crawford fight. I want to beat his ass, take his belts, get in the history books, and go up.
Yeah, that's respect, man.
And then go live in Jamaica and chill on my land.
Go run up the hills, man.
You know he finna retire on that ranch in Texas, bro. He good.
Yeah,
got his chickens and shit, man. Earl living a very peaceful life, man.
He is. It's very serene,
bro. Like
I watch his stories with his kids and all that. Hey,
and just like I say, and just like we say, Fred, really the because a lot of people not built, and that's why we always say this man just built a different way, man.
He different. He got mom and dad.
When you go through dramatic changes in lives, as far as like when God take you through things, bro, you either two ways. You either crash from it or you get better from it. You get what I'm saying? He has the mindset of the growth mindset. He have a mindset of it. Yeah, I messed up. Yeah, I did this, but I'm here and I can change it right now. You get
Immediately.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Immediately. And he
Right.
switched it on,
Facts.
and now look
Beautiful.
at him now. See, a lot of people there, they don't have the growth mindset. They go through whatever they go through, and then it's okay, I can't get better. I messed up. This is what it is. But you got to push through and push forward, because life, that's just life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He knew that what he was doing wasn't the correct way to be living life. He know how he
Right.
grew up. So he switched, went back to the game plan, okay, let me get back to what I need to get back to. Boom,
Yeah.
got his
He
son.
even said it.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, now you got your two daughters, got your son, your legacy can live on. God bless you in ways, but you gotta listen to him. If you don't listen
Gotta
to
listen,
him,
right?
you will
Ooh,
lose
gotta
your
listen.
blessing, bro. You gonna miss
Gotta
it. He
listen.
didn't miss it. You get what I'm saying?
You
And that's
gotta
what a lot of
listen.
people really hate,
Gotta
bro. Cause
listen.
they like, bro, this dude, he
Right.
came on the scene talking crazy and bagging it up. You heard me? The only thing we really had to get him out of here was that car crash, and that didn't even work. You get what I'm saying? So like, come on, bro. Like they can't fold him. They know they can't fold him, bro.
Yeah.
And they understand that when you get in front of him in this ring, you gonna have to fight, bro.
Right.
That's one
Right.
thing for sure you gonna have to do. And a lot
Right.
of people don't want to fight. You get what I'm saying, Fred? A
Yeah.
lot of niggas don't want to fight, Fred. Real talk, bro.
Right. And that's why people be crack addicts their whole life, drug addicts
You
their
hear
whole
me?
life,
Nah, for real.
whatever, womanizing their whole life. You know
Womanizers,
what I mean?
out
Yeah.
cheaters, all that,
Yeah.
yeah, for real,
Right.
bro. But they
Right.
can't switch
Right.
it in their mind, bro. They can't. They ain't built like it. But it's a certain amount of people that's built like that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
God only had 12 disciples. He only had 12 men. He didn't have 100, 30 to 40,000. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just real talk, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And
Yeah.
And that's why this fight is so important, because the same things you say about Errol Spence, I guarantee you, people are saying that about Terrence Crawford. You get what I'm saying? And that's why this fight needs to happen, man. Two great gladiators, man. Two great gladiators, man. That are so important, man. And yeah, this fight got to happen. But yeah, and then Earl even said it in his interview. See, people want you to say exactly what you want them to say, right? Earl said, man, you give a young kid that much money, man, and you know this and that, and I was just on my bullshit. He said something like that on.
But that's just real talk. You get what I'm saying? Just like a little up, and not to go off track, but a little up and coming rapper named Hot Boy West out of Waco, out of Texas. He done blew up, and he ran through $100,000 on his first deal. And the woman was trying to ask him like, well, how you run through $100,000? He said, man, look, I got 5 felonies. You get what I'm saying? Didn't never have nothing. I had bought a car note, man. That money was gone by tomorrow. But that's just true. You get what I'm saying? He ain't funny. If you're not good with money and you don't know money, but once you get it, you know what I'm saying, you don't know what to do with it. You get what I'm saying? So you that's just what it is, bro. But you gotta understand to own it and then make better decisions and better chances.
Yeah, he made the
long
mistakes.
line. You
Yeah,
get
and
what I'm saying?
that's why this fight is important. You know, that's why, man. Listen, I'm here's what I believe.
Talk to me.
We gotta support this fight. When the fight is signed, then you go to Errol Spence corner, and then you go to Terrence Crawford corner. I really think we got to apply this pressure on Steven Espinoza and Al Heyman. I really think, because they deserve it, and the fans deserve this shit, man.
But Fred, if they sign this fight tomorrow, by next week, it's gonna be sold out. Everybody want to see this fight.
Hey,
that's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making. Go ahead.
Real quick, I want to shout out LW Boxing for always dropping some of the most clutch.
You cut me off for that shit.
You hear me?
I second that. Shout out to L-Dub, the plug, aka the Cap Killer.
Man, I get no respect. I just get no respect. L-Dub, I guess it's your show now.
No. Fred,
L-Dub, hey, L-Dub, hey, I'm gonna send you my address. You can go live from my here. Fuck it, man. Fuck it.
Fred, don't be like that now.
Oh man, no. But yeah, L-Dub is
come on, it's Sunday. We done all ate good. I'm half drunk. Let's have a little fun, man.
Man, fuck, cut me off. Hey, Tuesday is Thursday is the start of preseason NFL football game, right?
Nah, for real.
Okay, next time I'll bring up football, Fred.
Next Saturday comes after Friday, right? You know that, right? Yeah. Oh man, I'm
It is
sorry
about
cutting
that
y'all
time,
niggas
later,
off.
so boxer better tighten up.
Oh man, but yeah. Tomorrow, man, we gonna do that, man. Y'all give y'all closing remarks, man. Hey, tomorrow we gonna do an Errol Spence top 10 moments, dog, and I'm gonna make the video. I'm gonna make the video, man, and yeah, that shit gonna be dope, man. Yeah, we gonna do a top 10 Errol Spence along with whatever we're talking about tomorrow. What's up,
Fred? Not only that, but we got to revisit this top 10 finest women in boxing. We got to revisit that, okay?
Why?
Because there's some new women that came to the light. Now Aida is still Aida. You know what I'm saying? She's still like
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, man, that look.
Jesus.
Anyway,
Yeah, she bad.
Boy,
yeah, she bad.
I mean, we was complimenting her trip to Jamaica. Then her brother came out of nowhere playing. But that's neither here nor there.
That's like brother instincts or some shit.
That's neither here nor there.
Hey,
But
next time I go to New York, she does training too, so I'm definitely gonna train with her for sure.
Who you talking about? Which fighter?
Aida. She does
Biggs.
training. Like on some real shit. I'm gonna train with her. She's in Brooklyn, right?
Google her.
Yeah, he's seen her on the show.
Yeah. I mean, if you follow the show, you've seen Aida Biggs.
Yeah, she bad.
Is that
but there's a lot of there's a few other women that have come to the light, so we're gonna have to revisit that.
I don't mind. That's an easy show to do.
Alicia
football season's about to start. MMA is giving you the best fights, and contrary to popular belief, these guys get paid. So that ain't no excuse no more.
He said, "Fuck Keith Thurman." He said, "Fuck Keith Thurman, man." Hey, we got to do a top 10 Errol Spence, dog.
I mean, Keith Thurman fucked himself. So,
and then I'm gonna edit them out. I'm gonna make a top 10. I'm gonna edit them out and do the video. We gonna come up with the top 10, and I'll do a video on the shit. Top 10 most Errol Spence savage moments, man. This motherfucker said, "Fuck your mental illness, nigga. You rich."
God,
hey, I'm with you. I'm with you, Earl. Well, I'm 10 toes down on that shit, man.
Oh man, I ain't gonna go that deep, man.
You got to, man, because the man discounted his win, man. Oh,
Yeah,
man, I was
yeah,
I was 85% mentally unhealthy. You signed the contract.
Yeah, got a point.
Same thing we say about Hassan Rahman. You signed the contract, man.
Facts. Oh man, I ain't even gonna dive on that. Bro, I don't give a damn what your fat ass says. You signed the contract.
And he let so many people down, man. And I don't know how Serafina feels about this, man, but she been busting her butt with Hassan Rahman, man. She between him and Devin Haney and her female fighters, man, she fights hard, man, and she hustling in this game, man, hustling. And when you see people going from Dubai to Australia to Vegas to New York, supporting their fighters and doing what they, man, you gotta support them. Like I always say, you never take away what someone, even if I don't like the person, I never take away what they've already done. You know what I mean? And you got to respect someone's what they accomplished, man. And it just sucks, man. It was her moment, man, in her city, in the biggest event, of the summer, and it's all going to spoils because a nigga couldn't lose 10 pounds in 24 days.
I mean, according to him, he did. According to him, he did. He was the one. According to him, he did. Did you see the interview that he did, the Q&A?
Oh man, I ain't about to. Man, come on, man.
According to him, he did. But man, you signed the contract to fight. If you know you fight at 225, why in the hell would you sign the fight at 200 pounds? Bro, no, fuck Jake Paul. I ain't coming down to fight you at 200. No, you want this fight? Come get the smoke, man. But I say this about all fighters. If you know you're injured, if you feel like that guy's too big, if you feel like you're too small, whatever, all that shit go out the window when you sign the fucking contract.
Nah, he wanted that shit.
It blows my mind, right? Like when guys sign to fight Canelo and then start calling him a drug cheat. Bro, you signed the contract.
Exactly. You can't call him exactly.
You can't. All that shit go out the window once you sign the contract.
Right,
so I'm sorry. I don't have any sympathy for Hakeem Rahman Jr. I mean, I felt the way about Jake Paul trying to make him come down and wait, but the man signed the contract. So everything go out the window, and that's my little piece on that, man. I'm gonna holler at you, Fred. Thank you for having me on, bro.
You know what's love.
Shout out to everybody else on the panel, man. I appreciate this, man. Holler at y'all.
Hey, Fred. Did he win? Did Jake Paul win or something? I ain't see that fight.
It ain't happening, man.
Oh, it ain't happening. Why?
Nah, it was supposed to be next weekend. It ain't happening.
Oh, okay.
Any last things you want to say, D-Town?
Nah, man, y'all be safe, man. Fred, you keep doing what you do, man. You know how it is, man. Love everybody on the panel. Y'all be safe, man. I see y'all tomorrow.
All love, dog. Appreciate you, dog. Ray Sean, what you got, big homie?
Man, nothing much. Y'all just ready to have a good night. And I'm looking forward to what's going to happen as far, because we got fights on the 20th this month, right? August 20th.
Who's that? Oh, yeah, that's the next fight. Mm-hmm. Oh, but what's called fight? Tiafimo fights on the 13th. And then we got that. And then we got 2 fights on the 20th. We got Broner and Joshua.
Virgil Ortiz fights.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never seen him fight.
He's fighting next. Virgil Ortiz fight next weekend.
Okay, gotcha.
I canceled the DAZN membership. I ain't paying for it no more. I'm serious. I didn't let the payment
go. Actually, I'm wrong. Virgil Ortiz fights this weekend.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen him fight. I'm canceling my motherfucking Oscar boycott, Golden Boy, since niggas done, I'm done. So I'm gonna watch it.
No, it's not. I get what you're saying too, but it wasn't even that. I got upset because you guys remember when DAZN first come out, they advertised themselves on the death of pay-per-view.
Yeah,
now they're doing pay-per-view. And I was just really upset because I paid for my year's subscription thinking, oh yeah, I should get all these Canelo fights.
Yeah.
So they started racking it up, talking about some pay-per-views and like so what, this Showtime now? Because that's literally the way they're running it. They're running it Showtime.
Right.
Except the fees even higher, bro. I think it's like what, $19 a month.
Hey,
$19.
You could thank Eddie Earn with Hearn.
And Wolf Hearn. Eddie and Wolf Hearn.
I can't, and I'm probably not gonna get it again. No, I ain't gonna lie to y'all since I canceled it, because I got it when it was the year for $100. Mm-hmm. Now it's $150 for a year.
Mm.
Like it went up since I canceled. I felt like, damn, man. So yeah, I'm cool off the zone. I ain't gonna be watching. I'm a watch. You guys know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Otherwise than that, y'all have a good night, man. But yeah.
You too. Yeah.
What's up, Kane? What you got?
Just grinding, dog. Just getting this bread. You know me, bro.
All right. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming through tonight, man. I appreciate all y'all coming through, man. Hey, appreciate y'all coming through, man. And Nate, what you got, man, before we get out of here? Thank you, dog, for spending the evening with us, man. Thank you, dog.
I just want to say, hopefully what gets in that Errol Spence top 10 moments inside and outside the ring is going to be when he gave one of the best disses to another fighter when he told Sean Porter, you can't sell out your family dinner.
That was mine. That was my question. That was
classic.
My question.
That got Sean Porter so heated.
And then the nigga started naming off celebrity. Oh, Shaq is coming. Martin Lawrence is coming.
Bobby Brown
showed up. Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown and shit. Cedric the Entertainer.
Hey, that nigga Sean Porter said, Errol Spence says, I was offered that job before you. Oh my God. Earl is a savage, man.
That's what I said.
He's different, man.
His name should be either Earl the Savage Spence Jr. or Earl the Savage Truth Spence Jr. But
yeah, man. I'll tell you this before we get out of here too.
Yeah.
Is that I remember, I don't know what the topic was, but I remember I had a chance to interview Earl in the gym, maybe in 2019 or something like that. I was there for a fight. I was there for when I went and got Eddie Hearn. I went and called Earl and he hooked me up with an interview. Hey, and he said something to me, and I'm gonna ask Earl next time I see him about that. He said something to me that made so much sense. It was about race, and he says, well, what do you expect them to do? And I was like, you're right. I'm gonna ask him what was that question, because it wasn't on camera, but it made so much sense in that moment. But and you know what came to my mind too, as it pertains and switch about Devin Haney. Devin Haney never takes a day off. Like, he takes days off, but he's never out of range.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's always 6 weeks away from getting in the ring, man. And I think that's just remarkable, because when you see what the fuck is going on with Hakeem Rahman, and Devin Haney is always, man, Devin Haney is like he wanted to be great.
That's why I got Haney in my pound for pound list. He's top 10 for what he did. He
beat
the man who beat the man who beat the man. And he's not even in his prime.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get off Fred, man.
Appreciate you, dog.
This is a great show. And
man,
shout out to all the fighters who give us great fights, who take risks, because they are the ones. They are the ones that keep boxing going. The ones that fight dangerous fighters they're not supposed to beat, fighters that's your next rival. And Stephen Espinosa, get this fight done, man. Both of these guys want this smoke. They want to be absolute welterweight legends. And I'm done.
Yeah, get the fight done. No, you're absolutely right, man. And Gary Russell, he lift up his shirt and says, I'm always blocked up. I respect those fighters, man. Always stand. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder was the same way. You know, Mikey Garcia wasn't the same way. And he gets so much respect, man. He milk boxing the last 3 years, man. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate you came, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. Top 10 Errol Spence Savage moment in and out of the ring, dog. Man, we got to do that shit tomorrow. Hey, can someone make a thumbnail for me? The top 10 most savage Errol Spence. I don't know how to do that shit, man. I wish I knew how to make flyers, man. Anyways, man, I totally appreciate y'all. DM me if you can make it, man. I'll pay you to make it, man. Appreciate y'all, man. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. Dulch, man. I appreciate you coming through. Brother Cole, Miak, or MEC. What you go by? L-Dub, man. Come host the show tomorrow night, man. 8 Dev Hefe, man. Shout out to all these fighters, man, doing the right thing, man. Living a fighter's lifestyle. Shout out to Tank Davis, man. You could physically see Tank Davis taking boxing more serious, man, and it's a beautiful thing, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Devin Haney, man, Antonio Holmes. And you guys got to understand, the reason why I hold Devin Haney accountable is because he's young. He's 22, 23 years old. I'm hard on him on purpose, man. Y'all think I be hating that kid, man. I love that kid, man. Fucking love that kid, man. Mr. Gonzalez, man, Nate the Great. But I don't want him taking the day off, because I know he's a potential Hall of Famer. Born to lose, built to last, man. Amen to that, man. Shout out to the dating chat that be coming in here, man. What's up? Oh, man. Shout out to Bernard Hopkins in the building. What up? Hey, no narrative, man. Appreciate your contribution today, man. No narrative boxing. Appreciate you, man. Dude, hey, man versus hype. C42 Trill, man. EJ the truth. EJ different, man. Rojas, struggle boxing, man. I had no idea. Where's People Hernandez at? Where you at, man? Where you at? Oh, man. You're not in here, man. Love chat dating, man. I know you. Oh, man. What a show, man. I didn't know this show was going in this direction at all. I had a rant scheduled, man, but I didn't do it. Oh, man. Brother Code, Dayton, Ohio. Ohio runs boxing. Shout out to Ohio runs boxing, man. Appreciate your content, man. Keep them coming. Shout out to Junior the Truth talking about Ohio. You can't talk about Ohio without mentioning Junior the Truth, man. You know what I mean? Hey, brought back that old soundtrack. What up, Brandon? You putting the miles in, big dog? You turn to be the greatest. Yeah. What's up, Carlos? CC in the building. Awesome show, man. Thank you guys for coming through. Top 10 Errol Spence Savage moments, dog. That shit gonna be funny. That'd take up 2 hours, huh? Yeah, for sure. We'll do that the second hour when everybody's in here. Top 10. That nigga said, hey, that motherfucker had he had Sean Porter mentioning celebrities he don't even know. Oh God, dog it. This nigga said man, I'm pushing this fight. Man, I love y'all, man. I'm out of here, man. That shit funny as hell, dog.